needs to do on every play, and then he makes adjustments defensively out there. We give him the green light to do that because we trust him, and just very gifted, very gifted. I know a lot of people start asking for comparisons, whatever. I think he glides like Devon White, to be honest with you. He glides like Devon White. I like the fact that he doesn't catch the ball down the chest like Devon White.
You've been through the evolution of young pitchers many times as a manager, whether it's Eduardo Rodriguez or others. You're going through that now with Bello. And I thought yesterday was really impressive the way that he settled into the game. Where do you think he is in terms of that part of his evolution, and just a night where maybe early on things don't go your way and you got to fight through it?
Yeah, that's the second one that he had struggled in the first inning and give us enough, right? In Tampa, same thing happened. I do believe the evolution of the slider, if that one gets to where we believe it can go, then we take off. Because Velo was up yesterday. The changeup was great. The slider was good. Kept them honest. He used the inside part of the plate against lefties to keep him honest too. Yeah. There were some two-seamers that came back and they flinched. They weren't ready for that. So out of all the guys, ironic enough, right? This is the guy that we made the long-term commitment. He's the one that has a lot of room to improve because he's actually not close to be the final product, and that's a good thing, right? Because he's one of our best pitchers.
Cutter today, and the stuff hasn't been as electrifying his last couple times. He's found a way to get through it, but how do you manage that? What are you thinking about tonight as he takes the mound in terms of as you watch him and think about his start tonight?
Yeah, I think we get into a point of the season that tendencies are tendencies, and the opposition are going to look at it and they're going to start hunting in certain areas. And out of all the guys that we have, the guys with more stuff, right, the biggest repertoire is him. And as you know, his four-seam fastball is one of the best in the big leagues, regardless of the velocity. It can be 94 or 92. He gets foul balls and swing and misses, right? So just to keep that in mind, it's not that all of a sudden we're going to change and do a 180 and change the way his pitch because they score X amount of runs the last 3 games, but understanding that the game will dictate what we do and we can make adjustments too.
The world of sports lost a giant, literally and figuratively, in Bill Walton, and I've just been absorbing all this stuff about him. And I wanted to read you a quote that he had about the impact that his coaches had and get your thoughts, because I know this is something you think about. So he said, talking about the secret to success in basketball, he said, "It's not a secret as much as a choice. Look at the forces pushing you to make the other choice, the wrong choice. It's about you. It's about material acquisitions, physical gratification, stats and highlights. And you wouldn't even know otherwise unless you played with the right player or the right coach. With a truly great coach, it's not about a diagram, a play. It's about a practice. It's over the course of history. It's the impact a coach has on the lives around him." I know you embrace that every day.
Yeah, and I play for some great coaches, and I learned a lot from them, from Glenn Hoffman, who was the first one when they let Billy Russell, let go, and Tommy became the GM with Dave Wallace. That was great. And then Davey Johnson, who was the first one that gave me a chance to play every day. And Davey was the guy towards the end that say, "Hey, you're not playing anymore." So, we take pride in this. At the end of the day, it's a player-driven business, right? The players will dictate, what happens, during the journey. But at the same time, you got to be there for them. You got to understand that they're not an asset. They're just human beings, and you got to treat them like that. And I think we're doing it right here. We are, from top to bottom, and that's the reason we're hanging in there. We're playing with energy. It's been fun, and hopefully we can continue this.
You got a lot of happy flights this year. How about another one here today?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Will.
There you go, the manager, Alex Cora, talking with Will Fleming. It'll be Will and Joe on the call tonight as the Sox try to win the series against the Orioles. Time now to see who's in the hot tub. The injury update presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim, spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, or soon in Warwick. Online at nespas.com. Tyler O'Neill remains out of the lineup as he is dealing with right knee soreness. All right, we will take a look at the Red Sox starting lineup as well as the scores across Major League Baseball coming up next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hey Sox fans, take your game day experience to the next level. Whether a pretzel dog or a sandwich, top them with Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox. Pick up Mike's Amazing at Market Basket and bring the Fenway experience home. Mike's Amazing. When it's on, it's on.
Hey there, fans. Will Fleming here. You know AZEK Exteriors as the heavyweight champ, the undefeated #1 brand for premium exterior trim trusted by the pros. Now, we're bringing that same winning performance to siding. Introducing AZEK Bevel and Shake Siding, the ultimate blend of classic beauty and unmatched durability. Say goodbye to expensive maintenance and repainting. Whether remodeling or building a new home, upgrade your exteriors with new AZEK Siding today. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. Being your neighbor helps Arbella provide you the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
Mass Mutual is an official partner of the Red Sox. And as fans first, we know you're already zoning out. So here are 20 soothing seconds of Fenway sounds, because there's nothing like being at the ballpark. This meditation is brought to you by Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
Family Talk with Straight Talk.
You give and you give. It's time to get with Straight Talk Wireless. You get a reliable 5G network and unlimited data, and you get to choose who joins your family plan starting as low as $25 a line.
Does it have to be family?
It can be family or people you like.
Get more lines and more savings. Switch to Straight Talk for family plan starting as low as $25 a line per month for 4 lines. Find us at Walmart and straighttalk.com. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com. Family plan discount with 4 lines, all on the Silver Unlimited plan. Taxes and fees apply.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber, superchargers, headlights, and more. With over 122 million parts, eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Stay on your A game with all the parts you need at the prices you want. It's easy to bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Toyo tires, sells them all at the guaranteed lowest price, offers more free services for life than anywhere else, and Town Fair has well over 100 locations throughout New England and New York. The area's largest inventory of Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price, more locations, and the most free services for life. So for your next set of Toyo tires, remember, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
You're gonna feel a puff of air.
Jong's Optometry has set their sights on staffing up.
Try the next line. Hey Kim, can you tell our 2 o'clock we're running 15 behind? Sorry, we're a bit backed up today.
He needs an optometric technician to keep an eye on it all.
Where are the dilation drops?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
We're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
All right, back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Orioles wrapping up their series from Camden Yards tonight in Baltimore. It'll be Cutter Crawford on the mound for the Sox opposite Corbin Burns in his first year with the O's, and he will see a Red Sox lineup that is brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Same lineup as last night. Jarren Duran in the leadoff spot playing left field. Once again, Duran has played every game so far this season. Wilyer Abreu, who homered in the first inning last night, is in right field batting second. Rob Refsnyder also homered. He's the DH batting third. Rafael Devers at third will hit cleanup. Connor Wong behind the plate bats fifth. Dominic Smith is at first base batting sixth. Vaughn Grissom, the second baseman, bats seventh. David Hamilton is the shortstop batting eighth. And Cedon Rafaela is the center fielder batting ninth. He scored a couple of runs in the win yesterday. So time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Already a few final scores from this afternoon. You have the Detroit Tigers with an 8-0 win over the Pirates. Tarek Skubal, who currently is the favorite to win the AL Cy Young, had another great performance, 7 shutout innings where he struck out 8. He is now 7-1 on the year with a 2.01 ERA. He beat Jared Jones in that one. Paul Skeens, in a makeup game, this was the doubleheader game 2, got the win. He's now 2-0 with a 2.45 ERA as the Pirates took game 2 of that double dip, 10-2. Rangers over the Diamondbacks 6-1. Corey Seager has now hit 8 home runs in his last 8 games. Now, it's not a streak like Devers had going because yesterday I think he hit 2. The day before that he didn't hit any. But still, it's 8 home runs in 8 games for Corey Seager, up to 13 on the season. Cardinals beat the Reds 5-3 in Cincinnati. Games going on right now. Phillies lead the Giants 6-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning out in San Francisco. Dodgers and Mets are tied at 3 in the 7th inning, and the Marlins have a 7-1 lead on the Padres as they play in the 7th inning. Games that will get going in just a few minutes include the Rays and the A's from Tampa Bay. The Braves are at home taking on the Nationals tonight. Brewers and Cubs from Milwaukee. Good one in the NL Central. Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs. He is a perfect 5-0 this year with a 0.84 ERA. His first year in the majors, teams have not been able to figure him out. Twins and Royals from Minnesota. Seth Lugo, 8-1 with a 1.74 ERA for Kansas City. He gets the start tonight. Blue Jays are on the road against the White Sox. Alek Manoah gets the start for the Jays. Rockies and Guardians from Colorado. Yankees facing the Angels out west late tonight. And at 9:40 tonight, it'll be the Seattle Mariners at home against the Astros. Good pitching matchup. George Kirby goes for the M's opposite Justin Verlander. All right, that's going to do it for us. As you heard Will Fleming mention earlier, the tarp was on the field early. It has since been removed. It looks like we're going to get baseball on time here tonight. So that'll do it for us. For our producer, Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Joe and Will have the call of Red Sox and Orioles coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Here's what's trending now, brought to you by Commonwealth Motors.
Hi, Kimberly Dayer from Commonwealth Motors, and what's trending now is Commonwealth Motors is getting more and more vehicles every day.
And it's gone viral. We have more and more Chevys, Kias, Hondas, Nissans, and Volkswagens.
Awesome. And we need good trades, and we are constantly checking the competition to guarantee you our best price possible every day. every day.
Our best price possible on every Honda, Volkswagen, Nissan, Chevy, and Kia.
More and more vehicles every day, our best price possible, and more money for your trade. It's the best trend in years.
Commonwealth Motors, right off Route 495, exit 103A in Lawrence.
Find us fast at shopuslast.com.
What's trending now is I've got plenty of chips, and we can save you thousands.
Stop with the chips.
Well, here's one trend that's definitely gone viral. Shop us last, you'll love us.
More and more vehicles every day, our best price possible, and more money for your trade. It's the best trend in years.
And that's what's trending now.
We're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Paint the walls, paint the halls, we can help you do it all. Arch Painting.
Hi folks, it's Joe Giacalone, owner of Arch Painting. Your home is your greatest investment, and you want to protect it and make it look its best. But let's face it, nobody likes to paint. It's on everyone's to-do list, but it never gets done. So call the pros at Arch Painting today and let us make your home the nicest looking home on the block. We've received multiple Angie Super Service Awards, are Best Pick certified, and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's why New England has trusted the pros at Arch Painting for over 25 years. For a free estimate, call us today at 1-844-ARCH-PAINTING. That's 1-844-ARCH-PAINTING. Or visit us online at archpainting.com and cross painting your home off your to-do list.
Arch Painting, your vision brought to life. Arch Painting, your vision brought.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency, Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision.
This is
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is good! And Boston strong!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, here for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the Mazda
monster seats. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up, grand slam!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Joe Castiglione and Will Fleming.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. And the good news is we're going to start on time. We had showers this afternoon after a beautiful morning. The field was uncovered about an hour ago, and neither team had batting practice on the field, but we should be ready to go about 6:35, 6:37 here as the Red Sox and the Orioles play a rubber game of this three-game series. Last night, the Red Sox had one of their best games of the season in terms of clutch pitching and some timely hitting with men in scoring position as they won it 8-3. Going away with a late inning rally to score 1 in the 8th and 3 in the 9th. And they're 28-27. The Orioles have won 34 and lost 19, but they remained a game and a half behind the Yankees, who lost to the Angels last night. Season series stands 4-1 in favor of the Orioles, but the Red Sox with a shot to win the series here tonight. Tough matchup, though, with Corbin Burns, the former Milwaukee Brewer ace, getting the ball. He is 4-2. And for the Red Sox, it's Cutter Crawford, who has struggled in the past against this team, but of course he's a much different pitcher this season. Red Sox and the Orioles getting set to go. Will Fleming has the lineups and also a unique rendition of the national anthem.
I would say it got some smiles up and down, really both baselines from the Red Sox and the Orioles. We'll get to that in just a moment. It is finally clearing here, as it was predicted around 6 o'clock, so we are feeling good about getting this game under the belt and get back to Boston for a weekend set with the Detroit Tigers, the Sox in the third base dugout, and their gray road unis, the O's, getting warm on the right field side in the home white uniforms. Time now, as Joe mentioned, for the national anthem, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. And to say this was a little different, a little distinctive, well, just wait and see. Here's tonight's Star Spangled Banner with Chris Ullman. A whistling rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by Chris Ullman, who is in the Whistling Hall of Fame. Who knew there was such a thing, but certainly a different way to go about it, and I love that the Oriole fans here, even with the whistling, still interject the O, as they so often do here at Camden Yards. That's brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trade careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants, because it takes one to build one. Well, Ramon Vasquez and Freddie Gonzalez have just brought the lineup cards out. They've been exchanged, and here comes Corbin Burns for the Orioles. They won 7 of his 11 starts this year, remains one of the great starting pitchers in the game. He'll see these 9 for Alex Cora. The Sox come in 28 and 27. Starting lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Jarren Duran is going to lead things off. He will be in left field for the Red Sox here this evening. Doubled in a run to get the Red Sox the lead in the second inning last night. Also, beautiful sacrifice bunt. So Duran leads it off again. He is in left field. And then Wilyer Abreu, who homered yesterday. He bats second. He's in right field. Rob Refsnyder gets another look. He is in the 3-hole, and he's again the designated hitter. Rafi Devers, 4 hits yesterday. He's at third base cleaning up. And then Connor Wong catches and bats 5th. Dom Smith will be over at first base batting 6th. The second baseman, Vaughn Grissom, is in the 7 spot. Then David Hamilton, the shortstop, bats 8th. And Ceddanne Rafaela, who did it again with a just breathtaking catch in center field. He's back there today, and he bats 9th. For the Baltimore Orioles, Gunnar Henderson, Ryan Mountcastle, and Ryan O'Hearn are 1, 2, 3. So no Adley Rutschman in this series finale. They got the off day tomorrow, so they'll double up for Adley, give him a couple of days. After O'Hearn, it's Colton Cowser cleaning up, then Anthony Santander and Cedric Mullins, who moves up in the order. Mullins is in center field batting 6th. Then Jorge Mateo, the second baseman, Ramon Urias, the third baseman, and James McCann. He catches, and he bats 9th. Powering Possibilities brought to you by Comcast North Central. Well, yesterday we landed on Wilyer Abreu, and he lifted off. Who's it going to be today? I have a sneaking suspicion that one Rafael Devers is going to hit one very close to the warehouse tonight. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, a trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. We'll get you the injury report in just a moment. Tyler O'Neill is on the IL with a right knee inflammation. 10 days retroactive to May 26th. Brought to you by Eastern MedTech. Who knows how tough it can be to get a good night's sleep. We slept well last night, and now as Jarren Duran is in, he'll see Burns, Red Sox, and O's. And for the play-by-play, here's Dr. Joseph Castiglione.
Thank you. I know you slept well, but not all that long, unless you didn't get up till noon. Here's the first pitch from Corbin Burns, working from the set. And Jarren Duran takes slow ball 1, says the home plate umpire Scott Berry. Jason Visconti at first base. Andy Fletcher at second, and Mike Machlinski at third. They said 67, really cooled off after the rain. The pitch is a little bit low, 77 a couple hours ago.
Feels about 57 in the booth.
Yeah, air conditioning's been turned up. Duran hitting at 265, 3 homers, 23 RBIs. And he takes a strike, moved into second place in doubles last night with his 16th, leading in triples with 8. Has 11 stolen bases. 2-1. The best pitch for Corbin Burns is his cutter. He throws that more often than any other pitch, 48% of the time. Swinging a foul down the left field line, out of play, 45%, 21% curveball, stepping an occasional sinker. But no four-seamers listed in his repertoire. He's a big guy, 6'3", 240. His fastball, his cutter actually averages 95.1 miles an hour. This big report brought to you by Verizon. Save big when you switch to the network Boston relies on. And head to your local Verizon store and check out the latest details. Pitched against the Red Sox at Fenway, got a win. 7 innings of 1-run, 2-hit ball in April. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a high heater there. It was a cutter. They really have that at 98. Is that right?
Throwing hard. That was a ball, but too close to take for Durant. Perfect pitch.
So the leadoff man fans it. Here's Abreu had a first inning home run last night. He's 6th of the year. He's 5 of his last 11. Hitting at 283 and leading American League rookies in several slugging categories and hitting categories. The first pitch is taken low, ball 1. Are you playing in right field again? Last night we had about 18,000, fewer than that tonight, with the rain probably affecting it a little bit. 40,000 on the holiday afternoon game here. The pitch. And that runs down and in. 2 balls and no strikes. It might have been one of the most significant trades of the offseason when the Orioles picked up Corbin Burnes from the Brewers. For young players. The Brewers have been a big surprise. The pitch is in there for a strike.
It didn't make a lot of sense to me that the Orioles didn't make a move, a significant one beyond Jack Flaherty at the deadline last year. They're loaded. Their window is squarely here, but that signals a new direction, the acquisition of Burnes.
They do have 3 starters on the injured list right now. 2-1 pitch, swing and a wave and a miss. And a changeup. John Means, the lefty, who's been on the IL twice now. Dean Kramer, the right-hander, they got from the Dodgers a few years ago, and Tyler Wells has been out for a long time. So they might be in the market for a starting pitcher. Down the stretch, we'll see. Now that they have new ownership and more ability to spend or more desire to spend, grounded foul first base side.
There was never an ability lacking here, just no appetite for it. And I remain convinced that's why on a night like this, they still don't have that great a crowd. I think they just got beaten into submission a little bit here.
Yeah, they're very excited about the new ownership, David Rubenstein and company. Here's the pitch home. And a wave and a miss. Had a changeup down, picked up by the catcher. McCann. He throws to first for the out. Well, Burnes strikes out the first too many faces. Last night was a strikeout fest. Let's see, the Red Sox staff fan 13 Orioles and 11 Red Sox hitters fan. Now Rob Refsnyder had a long 2-run homer last night to cap that 8-3 victory, his 2nd of the year. He's hitting at 349 and he's driven in 13. The pitch low and away. And we heard a post-game interview with him. One of the, I think, best we've ever had. He's a very, very sharp young man. And very humble, but extremely articulate. And really aware of his role. The 1-0 was swung on and popped up. Shallow left center field. Left fielder on, center fielder over. Owens, the center fielder, takes charge and puts it away. A quick 1-2-3 inning. As that retires the side, brought to you by AZIC Exteriors, featuring new AZIC bevel and shake siding engineered to deliver classic beauty with all the maintenance. Visit azicexteriors.com. Red Sox taking the field as the Orioles come up on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
Once again, it looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
A very, very delicious sale is happening now at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Thursday, buy 2, get 1 free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Yeah, it's a berry bonanza. Pick 2 of your favorite berries and get a 3rd package or pint for free. Lowest price item is the one that's free. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Fresh berries are ripe and ready. Hurry in and save. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Welcome to Now.
Roadshow broadcast down the road. In Westbrook, Maine, from 7:30 to 9:30 at Cowbell Rock Row. The Greg Hill Roadshow is presented by Miller Lite. It's
the hand. Left-hand batter out of Selma, Alabama, has played an excellent shortstop. And he's also second in the league in runs scored with 41 with his high-powered offense. The pitch, check swing, did he go? No. One thing about the Orioles, they don't take many walks. They love to swing the bat. And only the Miami Marlins have fewer walks in the major leagues than these Orioles. Here's the pitch home. And a foul last down the left field line out of play. Cutter has a career ERA of 6.75 against this team, but he's a different pitcher this year. Well, coming off a start that wasn't his best. He delivers. And strike three over the outside edge. Backdoor cutter got him looking. So Cutter throwing the cutter, and there's one man out. And the first Red Sox strikeout brought to you by Northern Bank. Get your business in the zone with Northern Bank, member FDIC. Now Ryan Mountcastle, the first baseman, at 278 with 6 homers and 20 knocked in. Right-hand batter didn't play yesterday till late in the game. He fouls that one to the backstop, strike one. Came out as a pinch hitter, drew a walk from Bernardino, then slammed the door, got out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam, which was the key to last night's win. Mountcastle takes it up and in. He's also got waves that a breaking ball away doesn't get it. I mentioned last night, Juan said that even though Mountcastle's a right-hand batter, he doesn't mind the fences being moved back and left because that way no one will break his Oriole rookie record for home runs. Take it low. He's learned to hit to the opposite field, and Vaughn told us that Mountcastle worked on that all off-season, hitting the ball to right field, and he hit the top of the scoreboard here for a double in the first game of the series. So he's made an adjustment.
Reach up, leap, and make the play. I mean, how about the Red Sox outfield defense in this series?
Well, they lead the American League in defensive runs saved in the outfield with 16. Brady was a very good outfielder. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. First ball swinging, pops a foul behind the Red Sox dugout. And we're hitting right on top of the dugout for strike one.
It's interesting. Kyle Hudson says that Abreu plays a little bit deeper than the recommendations usually, ask him to because he's more comfortable coming in. I think you saw that a little bit there. Whereas Rafaela, we've seen over and over again, he's so good.
Earned a 279 has 7 homers. Left-hand batting first baseman. Cutter from the set deals, and a line drive down the right field line. Foul by 2 feet. Down the track.
I really think, Joe, the elite center fielder does that. I think the very best center fielders ever have always played more shallow.
Very shallow, right. Ball Blair, the class.
all-new 2024 Subaru Forester with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Buy with 1.9% financing for up to 48 months or lease for just $319 per month. All things grow with love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Mass Mutual is an official partner of the Red Sox. And as fans first, we know you're already zoning out. So here are 20 soothing seconds of Fenway sounds, because there's nothing like being at the ballpark. This meditation is brought to you by Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Rafi Devers is moving to the top 10 in hitting at 289, 10th overall with 4 hits last night, all to the opposite field. And the first pitch from Corbin Burns is swung on and grounded left side, grabbed by the third baseman on a tough op. Urias throws to first for the out. Ball hit the lip and skidded, but Urias nicely hung with it. And Rafi is out 5-3. Went up there with 10 homers and 26 runs batted in. Connor Wong batting at .324 with 5 homers. Arbella Insurance Foundation, dedicated to striking out cancer, supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout means Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Wong with a big 2-out hit last night. Takes a strike. He also nearly had a 3-run homer. A drive to deep left that would have been a homer in any other park, but not here since they moved the fences back and made them higher. 0-1 the count. And the pitch is outside. President of the Negro League Baseball Museum, and he's on the committee, very, very happy and thrilled that the statistics will be included in the all-time records. And this is only for Negro League games, not for the barnstorming games. Blowing away. They played roughly 60 to 70.
Instacart shopper thoughts.
How do they know exactly when this milk will expire? Does a milk sommelier take a sip and just no? Am I knocking on this melon to check its freshness or because I want to play the bongos? A little of both. Does bagging groceries teach you patience? Yes. Planning? Yep. How to build a cereal box fortress? You have no idea.
Download the Instacart app and we'll overthink shopping for you.
Standing at first base. So he takes second on the E7. Throw is at the second baseman, Mateo, but he bounced and went right through his legs. So here comes Dominic Smith, 0 for his last 9. Former Met hitting at 192, takes it low. He's had 1 home run, but the new all-time leader in batting average is Josh Gibson, 373, moving ahead of Ty Cobb. How ironic is that? Ty Cobb, of course, really a noted racist and irascible person. There's a throw to second, and it gets dropped by the shortstop. Over to third goes Wong, and he's there sliding safely. They've given Wong 2 bases, a careless error, and now another error. Foul out of play. The one guy I wish I'd have seen play was Josh Gibson.
Yeah.
I mean, a tremendous power. He's now the all-time leader in slugging as well. It is an error charge to the shortstop Henderson for not catching that throw. It was right there. The 1-1 pitch is taken low. I've been to Ty Cobb's museum in Royston, Georgia. They describe him as complex.
They had a lot of other choices.
Oh, yeah.
Against a guy like Burns who's this good, it feels so important to take advantage of those mistakes.
Got to get a run home here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Smith grounds a weak foul over by the Oriole dugout.
We've been so lucky to go to the Negro League Museum with Bob. He gives us the personal tour every time. And as you end on the diamond with all the greatest players in the history of that league, and the way he talks about Josh Gibson and Oscar Charleston and Satchel Paige and all those guys, it's just breathtaking.
And Satchel Paige got over 100 wins added to his big league total. Foul to the left out of play. And it came late, but better late than never that this was included. But it just seems like justice takes over when Gibson replaces Cobb. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch eventually. Now Burns backs off.
Well, and I think the other really important point to make is that so many of the long-standing records are inflated by guys in the 20s and 30s and 10s when they weren't playing against the best.
Exactly. There's a lunge and a swing and a foul to the third base side out of play. But Gibson also moved ahead of the Babe in slugging. Willie Mays adds 10 more hits to his totals playing for the Birmingham Barons, but he didn't homer. So he's still at 660 homers. Here's the 2-2. Ooh, where was that? Oh, Dominic Smith got a break there, I think.
So Josh Gibson is now the career OPS leader ahead of Ruth, Williams, and Gehrig. He's the career slugging leader as well in front of those same three. Ted still has the best career on-base percentage, 482.
3-2 the count to Dom Smith. Runner leading at third, infield in, and a swing and a line drive. Backhanded by the second baseman, throws high to the plate, and the runner is safe. Oh, he should have had him, but Mateo made a bad throw. McCann, the catcher, had the leap to grab it, and Wong slid in under the tag. Oh, the Orioles are having a terrible defensive inning here in the second inning, and the Red Sox lead at 1-0. They call it a fielder's choice and an RBI. It won't be an error charge. It was a tag play, so can't assume an out there, but Smith does get an RBI, his 12th. He hit it pretty hard. Mateo made a nice backhand stab, but it could be a wet ball too, but he threw it high, and McCann had the leap to catch it. So
well, how many catchers in the game are doing what Connor Wong is with the foot speed? I mean, it's not like all those balls got all that far away, and foot speed creates a run.
A single, a throwing error by the left fielder, a very careless play. A pickoff throw that was dropped and rolled away. So 2 bases on 2 errors, and now he scores on a fielder's choice. And here's Vaughn Grissom. And the pitch to the right-hand batter is taken low, skips away from the catcher, and down to second goes Smith. Orioles are having a very tough time of it. It is a wild pitch. Looked like it could have been stopped, though. So the Red Sox taking advantage. They lead 1-0. There's still only 1 man out. Or 2 men out, I should say. The pitch is over the inside edge of call strike. 1 man out, the fielder's choice, right? He was safe, so only 1 out right the first time. 141 for Grissom, but he's been swinging a lot better of late after missing all of spring training and part of the regular season. The pitch, swing, there's a high fly ball, shallow left center field, shortstop out, left field around. The shortstop makes the catch. Henderson went way out there in left field. He went out there at least 50 feet to get that. Smith going back to second, and here's David Hamilton, who's been swinging well of late. He's up to 263 with 2 homers.
Alex Cora was just raving about Gunnar Henderson in his office before the game today, talking about how he thinks he's one of the great players in the whole sport and is going to be a pain in the neck for a long time.
Certainly an MVP candidate, the early going. Urban Burns not getting much run support, defensive support, and it's in there for a call strike.
He made the point, we saw Gunnar working yesterday on the field with that paddle almost, like a flat iron on his left hand to work defensively, and then he made the great play to rob Rafaela deep in the hole.
Tonight he dropped a routine pickoff throw. And they got the runner picked off. Smith started to third. Pitcher throws to the shortstop, and he tags him out, running toward third base. Smith left way too soon. I don't know if he's going anywhere, just getting a big lead, but he's caught stealing. I think it'll be officially a caught stealing.
That inning is not going to Cooperstown.
No, 1-6-3. It was ugly, but the Red Sox do get a run, and it will be unearned. 1-0 Birds on the 1-0 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's the juicy patty and melty cheese so nice, we stacked them thrice. All between a pillowy sesame seed bun. Get the McDonald's triple cheeseburger now for just $2.99. Talk about going 3 for 3. Price and participation may vary.
You can count on Reliable Fence.
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Mark, the owners of Reliable Fence. We learned a lot of core business values from Gramps growing up in the fence business the past 40 years. Yeah, and I sure remember his saying, go, 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 and hurry, hurry, hurry. Well, you need to hurry and go, go, go. Get a great deal and save 20% off all materials during our Spring into Savings sale before it ends May 31st. Go, go, go to ReliableFencing.com. That's reliable, FENCING.com.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-505-1608. 800-505-1608. 800-505-1608.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Ball one to Colton Cowser, left fielder, hitting fourth, and he takes a strike at the knees from Cutter Crawford. His careless throw to second base that got away helped set up the Red Sox unearned run in the top of the second inning. One of the uglier half innings you'll see all season. Both sides, really. Pitch is in there for a strike. Dominic Smith, too far off second, and was picked off, though officially a caught stealing, 1-6 to end the inning. I don't think he was trying to steal third.
No.
But they probably called it a caught stealing because he was moving that way. 1-2, hits him. Oh, he got hit on the knee. Cowser, who had 6 RBIs in the series at Fenway against the Red Sox, gets drilled on the knee with a cut fastball from Crawford, and the Birds have their first base runner. That brings up Anthony Santander, hitting only .203, but does have 9 homers and 29 runs batted in.
Unfortunately, that's shades of last night's game where Bayo had so many guys in the first inning in 2 strike counts and just couldn't take advantage.
Satchel Paige's win total went from 25 to 124.
Sure.
Low and away. You look him up on Baseball Reference, says Satchel Paige pitched 1927 to 1965. Because he did come back at age 59, supposedly, and pitched against the Red Sox in 1965. Low and inside, ball one. He went to 3 scoreless innings, gave up 1 hit, a double, 2.
Yes.
Number 8. Yep.
That's just, it's such an amazing thing how often in the history of the game those moments happened. The greats coming together.
2-0 is swung on line toward the gap in left center, gets down for a hit. Cows with a big turn, stumbles and goes back to second base. He was really going to go, but Duran got to it very quickly. Well, the Orioles have something going, first and second.
Like I always thought it was cool that Willie hit his first home run off Warren Spahn.
Yeah. The greats against the greats. Satchel liked to tell the story about striking out Josh Gibson when he told him what was coming.
His B-ball?
That's what he said, his B-ball. That's what he said, his B-ball. It B's where he wants it to be. He named all his pitches. There's a bunt, third base side, foul off the bat of Mullins, who's been struggling, hitting only 192. They really weren't looking for a sacrifice bunt. I think the way he attempted that, he was trying to get a base hit.
Who did he win the bottle of bourbon from in the outfield, throwing the ball through the knot hole? Satchel Paige? He had a bet with somebody.
Was it Whitey Herzog?
I think it might have been.
Through a knot hole in the fence. Amazing. Tremendous command. The pitch. Swing and a foul to the left. Tried to hold up, but it hit the bat. Mullins behind here, 0-2. This thing, check out Oscar Charleston now, one of the greatest of all the Negro Leaguers. See where his stats are. 1920 to 41. Here's the pitch, and he swings, and it's a high fly to center field, shallow. Shortstop out, center fielder on, and Hamilton makes the catch with his back to home plate. Raphael was playing deep there, but shortstop was able to get back there and run it down. Let's see, Oscar Charleston, 18 years, 143 home runs, 80 triples, 365 average, so he's up there among the all-timers. He played all over, the manager as well. Jorge Mateo hitting .240 with 3 homers, 10 RBIs. He has a career home run off Crawford. Here's the pitch home, and he fouls it just to our right out of play. One nothing Red Sox on an unearned run in the top of this second inning, but the Birds threatening here, 2 on and 1 out. Here it comes, and a foul over the screen right below us. We'll check the Subaru New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 24 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Saw some great pitching this afternoon in that Pittsburgh-Detroit doubleheader. Here's the pitch home, and there's a high drive hit deep to left center. Raphael on the go. He reaches it and makes the catch in front of the track. Did he ever get to that ball quickly? You know, that was like a gap shot when it left the bat. But he outran it just short of the warning track. And here's Urias sitting 194 with a homer and 3 RBIs. Tyler Skubal, the Tiger ace, was awesome in the first game.
And the Red Sox don't have to see him this weekend, so break.
They miss him. And he pitched 8 shutout innings in the Tiger victory. And then in the second game, Paul Skeens, the phenom out of LSU, struck out 9 and 6 innings as the Pirates earned a split. Miami beat San Diego 9-1. Dodgers over the Mets 9-3. The pitch is swung on line into center field for a base hit. Runner hits third. Raffaello with some momentum around his throw. Fires toward the plate. The slide, safe. Oh, what a close play. A perfect throw, too. But the runner beat it. Power got in there. And it's 1-1.
They will not look. It was very close. Perfect throw. Part of it is the new rule where you have to give the lane. Wong was a little late to just get over there with the tag.
I mean, that was a perfect one-hop throw. He had momentum behind it. He charged it beautifully, grabbed it, and a hand tag of the plate made it possible.
You know what I think is stupid? That you can wear those oven mitts on your hand, and they count as part of your hand when you're touching the plate. He has like an extra 4 or 5 inches on his hand with that mitt.
Might have made a difference. So Urias Lines an RBI single, his 4th RBI, 1-1. Runners at first and third. And here's McCann, the catcher. And he takes a call strike over the inside corner. Rushman getting a rest and not starting tonight. 2-0-3 for James McCann with a homer and 9 RBIs, former Tiger. Now that was really a great throw. Executed perfectly, but Causer made a good slide. It's up and away for a ball.
I think it shows he's paying attention and learning, Rafaela, because in the opening game in this series, twice he was not ready to throw. He was surprised that Mullins was coming home, and then he allowed runners to advance to second and third a little flat-footed. He was ready there.
1-1 the count. Cutter delivers, and the breaking ball stays high. Cardinals beat Cincinnati 5-3. The Phillies down the Giants 6-1. As Tiger scores 8-0. Tigers win the first game. Pirates win the second game 10-2. 2-1 pitch. Check swing and a high breaking ball, and he did not go, says the first base umpire. You want to get this guy because Henderson's on deck. Count is 3-1. Check the league leaders who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James. Eastern Mass's residential leader in drain cleaning, pipelining. Drains by James that give a poop about your pipes. Ball 4, missing inside. That was some chin music there. And the bases are loaded for Henderson. The home run leaders, Tucker with 18, and this guy, Gunnar Henderson, tied for second with 17 with Aaron Judge. And Jose Ramirez has 16, so the bases are loaded. Gunnar Henderson struck out in the first inning. Well, a big-time jam here for Cutter Crawford as we have a meeting on the mound with all the infielders and the catcher. It'll count as a mound visit. How do you feel? This is a critical spot, especially with this guy up. Henderson last night was 1 for 5. He's only 1 for 9 in the series, so he's due. Crawford is ready from the set. He delivers. Fastball, little up and away. Ball 1. The runner at third is Santander.
That was in the middle of the plate and called a ball. And that has to be a strike.
Reyes is at second. McCann at first. Left-hand batter against the right-hand pitcher. Here it is, and there's a drive hammer to deep right center field. You can forget about this one. Long gone. Grand slam. Gunnar Henderson, just like that. 5-1 Baltimore. Oh, did that walk hurt? Gunnar Henderson tying for the lead in home runs with his 18th. He now has 41 RBIs. I mean, this is a truly emerging star. Well, I think he's already there. He's not necessarily emerging anymore.
One of the very best players in the whole game. He just can't walk McCann to that spot. Cannot happen.
That was a letter high pitch right down the middle of the plate. He nailed it. He knew it. So did Abreu. Just turn and watch it sail away deep over the 373-foot marker. Here's Mountcastle, who fly deep to right his first time up. He takes a ball. 422 feet on the Gunnar Henderson blast. Here it comes, and a foul to the backstop.
Well, it's 3 straight starts with a home run allowed, and now 5 of his last 6. Before that time, Cutter had gone 6 starts without allowing a home run. They're piling up now.
Henderson's second career grand slam, third grand slam by the Birds. And a 1-1 pitch is popped up first base side into the stands, out of play. Hit batsman started it all.
And a 2-strike count.
Yeah. It was a case here on Monday. 2-strike. Actually hurt Bayo last night early, but then he recovered. The pitch is taken too high.
Very light rain is falling.
Hoping to get away without a rain delay here, yet very seldom happens that way in Baltimore. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 5 runs home. The pitch. Swing and lash foul down the right field line by Mountcastle. Out of play. Well, Gunnar Henderson is a force.
Well, and think about how close the play was at the plate, too. Almost got out of the inning unscathed.
Yeah, it was a great slide, a perfect throw, but too late. The pitch. He waves it, a cutter down and away, strike three swinging. But big damage done. 5 runs home for the Birds after 2. 5-1 Baltimore in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
If you're in the market for a great deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire for your absolute best deal. Because at Town Fair Tire, you get the guaranteed lowest price on any Toyo tire. Plus, you get free services for life, and we honor all valid Toyo tire rebates. For the absolute best deal on Toyo tires, get to Town Fair Tire. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey, baseball fans, Will Fleming here. Are you tired of your home siding striking out? Enter AZEK Exteriors, the #1 brand with pros for premium exterior trim and the ultimate pinch hitter against rot and ongoing maintenance. Introducing AZEK's new bevel and shake siding, engineered to withstand the toughest weather conditions. With AZEK, you can achieve the classic beauty of traditional cedar siding, but without all the ongoing maintenance. Stay ahead of the game with siding from AZEK Exteriors. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more today.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Third inning, here's Will Fleming.
Thanks so much, Joe. David Hamilton squares the bunt, pulls it back, and a pitch misses inside for ball 1. Well, after the Red Sox were gifted a run in the second inning, they gave it all back and then some in the bottom half. 5-1 O's. 1-0 to Hamilton, who's been so good of late. He takes down in. Corbin Burns has not thrown a lot of first pitch strikes. In fact, this is the 5th 2-0 count he's faced tonight. Normally has such great command. Hamilton 263, couple homers and 6 driven in, trying to spark a rally here. He takes ball 3, down and in. We all know that Fred Lynn and Ichiro both won the Rookie of the Year and the MVP in their first seasons. Both those things are sort of different given the context. But I mean, Gunnar Henderson's looking at a 2-year run to start his career where he wins the Rookie of the Year and then the MVP the next year as Hamilton takes a ball down and in. So a 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning.
That would match a guy going in the Red Sox Hall of Fame tonight, Dustin Pedroia. Rookie of the Year in 07, MVP in 08.
I'm really sorry we're not in town for the actual ceremony. We'll see him tomorrow at Fenway Park. Trot, Pap, and Petey going into the Hall of Fame. Here is Rafaela. Right-handed hitter, leadoff man Hamilton is aboard. He's running, and Cedon squares to bunt. Pitch is outside, a ball, and it's 1-0. I don't think he had any intention of bunting there, but he was just trying to distract McCann. Hamilton got a wonderful jump there. It is much different without Rutschman behind the plate. He'd love to get something back here after the Gunnar Henderson grand slam. Here's the pitch. Rafaela is bunting, foul on the first base side. He showed it very late, so in a way he's trying to bunt for a base hit right there.
Hamilton 8 for 8 at steals.
Stolen base number 8 on the season for Hamilton.
Speed really helping the Red Sox here, although they have a 4-run deficit. 1-1 to Cedon. Infield backed up. He's not bunting here. He takes the pitch outside. And it's 2-1. Gunnar Henderson is right there among the very best players in the sport. 2-1 to Rafaela. The pitch. Swinging a chopper to third. Hamilton started for third, now back to second base, and he dives back in as the throw goes to first. That is unproductive for Rafaela. And Hamilton stuck on second with one down, and That'll bring up Jaron Duran. The Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Genesis of Auburn. So walk and a steal, but now a ground out. One down here is Duran, who was sort of blown away by fastballs his first time. 5-1-0s in the third. Burns out of the stretch throws, and Jaron takes outside a ball. I often talk about Joe Posnanski's great book, The Baseball 100. And really beginning in COVID, he would unveil his rankings of the 100 greatest ball players of all time. He did one a day. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a high fly into center field, but it hangs up. Mullins backpedaling. He's there to make the play. Hamilton will not try for third. Throw is short of the bag, but David stays put. So after being at second base with nobody out, he's there still with two down. And here comes Wilyer Abreu. And I so enjoyed that unveiling and all of the many stories that he told. And then I got to number 5, and I was almost embarrassed to admit that I had heard so little about Oscar Charleston, who he ranked as the 5th best player of all time.
Played all over. Power and speed.
Speaking of, here's Wilyer Abreu. Man at second with two down. The pitch is fouled back to the screen.
The first grand slam the Red Sox allowed this year was by Winkowski against O'Hoppe, the catcher from the Angels.
Joe Posnanski, to me, is right there as among the very best baseball writers, not just right now, but ever.
Had a great book called I Was Right on Time about Buck O'Neill.
Well, one is popped up into shallow right field. Santander circles around, comes in, cuts in front of Mullins. He's there to make the play. Well, the Red Sox get a leadoff walk and a steal and don't advance David Hamilton. Corbin Burns is barking himself coming off the mound. 5-1-0 is bottom third next in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's time to start finding things we need for the summer. Don't forget to break out the floating beer pong table. It's also time to find money for the summer that you may have coming to you don't even know about. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and it's free.
A berry delicious sale is happening now at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, buy 2, get 1 free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Yes, it's a berry bonanza. Pick 2 of your favorite berries and get a third package or pint for free. Lowest priced item is free. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Fresh berries are ripe and ready. Hurry in and save. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Have you heard the news? Matthews Nissan has arrived in Wellesley with a different kind of car dealership that's all about treating people right. Something that we've been doing since 1973 across New York and Pennsylvania. At Matthews Nissan, you'll never have to haggle to get our best prices. Our upfront, transparent prices are clearly marked, and no one gets a better deal than you. During our grand opening, get extra savings on our remaining 23s, like $6,000 off a Nissan Rogue S and $7,500 off a Frontier. Plus, we have the best rewards program in the business, Matthews Rewards Plus, where you earn 25% of everything you spend on service and can put it toward a future vehicle purchase up to $5,000 off. Visit the new Matthews Nissan of Wellesley, formerly Bernardi Nissan on Route 9, or Matthews Nissan.
It's Alex Cora. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
To the bottom of the third we go. Cutter Crawford needs to find a way to settle into this start. He and the Red Sox trailed the O's 5-1. Ryan O'Hearn, then Colton Cowser and Anthony Santander. Darkening skies, light rain falling as a pitch is on the outside corner. From Crawford, he throws a curveball in there for strike one. O'Hearn struck out swinging his first time. The 1-2-3 first. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around on a fastball up and away? No, he did not. And it's 1-1. Anyway, I very much enjoyed the entire Baseball 100, in particular, though, the entries about Willie Mays and Oscar Charleston and so many of the greats. The 1-1 fouled off. And in the entry about Oscar Charleston, Joe tells a story about being at the Negro League Museum with Buck O'Neill, with Willie Mays, and talking about Oscar Charleston. An amazing connection they had. The ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swinging a comebacker right back to the mound. Cutter leaps, has it, flips underhand. over the first in time. He said, Buck did, to Willie, as they were around the Field of Legends there, the last stop, and inside the chicken wire. He said, I saw your World Series catch the other day. And he said, and that right there, pointing to center field, is the only other man who's ever lived who could have made that play.
Oscar Charleston. Saw a great play off Broadway once with Oscar Charleston beating Ty Cobb. It was fascinating.
And now he passes him. It's Josh Gibson, too. Here's a pitch that misses outside for ball one to Colton Cowser. I just want to read a little bit of what Joe Poznanski said about Oscar Charleston and why he put him in that 5 spot. The 1-0 is popped up into shallow center field. Hamilton and Rafaela, it's Cedon, calling everybody off. He's there to make the play, speaking of great center fielders. So Poznanski says, see, Charleston, Charlie as he was called, is different. I would say he, more than Satchel Paige, more than Josh Gibson, more than Cool Papa Bell, more than any player in baseball history, in my view, represents that time in America when African Americans were invisible to much of the country, when baseball was played exclusively by white men, when being black and playing ball was like howling into the wind. 2 down, bases empty. Here's a high drive into right field. Santander, though, just got under it. Abreu, to his right in front of the track, is there to make the play. So baseball's righting some of the wrongs of the past with the record book additions yesterday. We go to the 4th inning. 5-1-0s on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Mass Mutual is an official partner of the Red Sox. And as fans first, we know you're already zoning out. So here are 20 soothing seconds of Fenway sounds, because there's nothing like being at the ballpark. This meditation is brought to you by Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox.
Hey, it's Greg for East Coast Metal Roofing. Now is the time to take advantage of their Beat the Heat Summer Savings Program. Take advantage of 0% financing, plus save 10% when you mention my name. Their Permalock aluminum shingles will never rust or rot, and they reflect radiant heat. That saves you money all summer long. Get your no-cost estimate today on a new roof at eastcoastmetalroofing.com. That's East Coast Metal Roofing, the official roofing partner of the Boston Celtics.
It's the juicy patty and melty cheese so nice, we stacked them thrice, all between a pillowy sesame seed bun. Get the McDonald's triple cheeseburger now for just $2.99. Talk about going 3 for 3. Price and participation may vary.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
We're back at Camden Yards. It is raining much harder now as we go to the 4th inning. Rob Refsnyder to lead it off against Corbin Burns. The pitch to Ref is in there. Good breaking ball. 4 strike 1. Fans kind of seeking cover here. It really is coming down now. This is the kind of rain that makes you worry about a delay. Like if the radar, this is sort of the end of the system that's moving through. The 0-1 is swung on and fouled off. But I think we're in trouble here. 0-2 to Ref.
One report, rain expected to stop in 41 minutes.
Feels long from now. I mean, if it stayed exactly like this, you could keep going. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. That was a nasty slider. And Refsnyder is gone. It's Burns' 3rd strikeout. Whether you're off to the dog park, ballpark, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Raffy back in a ballpark he loves. King Burns for the 2nd time, and a curveball down and in for ball 1. Raffy now with 11 homers in 50 career games here. 4-hit night yesterday. And the 3rd, his first time. Wide open stance, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Inside. Alex Cora said the other day when Rafi was homering in 6 straight games, he said he's been great, but he's not totally locked in. He's not at his very best. He said today he is.
He was so happy after last night's game. We saw him getting off the bus.
2-0 pitch is inside. He gave you the Manny Ramirez treatment. Basically, bear hugged you. Gave you the Manny Ramirez treatment. Basically, bear hugged you.
Yeah. Where you been?
I've been getting honorary degrees. What do you mean, Rafi? 3-0.
4 hits all to the opposite field last night, including a triple.
Here's the pitch, and he takes a strike on the inside corner. He started his swing, then stopped it. Called a strike by Scott Berry, the home plate umpire. Rafi's bat shining even more in the light rain here. 3-1. He's looking to unload here. The pitch. Swing and a foul. He took a mighty rip. That was a 91-mile-an-hour change job in the fastball count, and it's 3-2. Yeah, we saw Rafi in the hotel, and Brendan Bernardino was in great spirits as always.
Well, he's not afraid to challenge hitters.
Alex Cora made that point last night. Said he's got stones. And he does. 3-2 to Devers, the pitch. That's outside ball 4. Good take. And that's the way that Devers gets pitched these days. Even in a 4-run game with the bases empty, he's patient. It's encouraging. So he's aboard. Here's Connor Wong, who himself generated the Red Sox only run. 5-1 Baltimore. Connor, second in Herb Chambers' batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Ford of Braintree and Ford of Westboro. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Wong takes a ball inside. Yankees will be in L.A. a little bit later on. Boy, does their roll continue. Soto and Judge and Stanton. Too much. Verdugo's having a great year. 1-0 to Wong. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Fouled off on the third base side, and it's 1-1. I think it's sort of ridiculous that the Red Sox will not see the Yankees until the end of next month, basically. Too long to start a year without the Yanks. 1-1 to Connor Wong, and they throw to first. Rafi dances back to the bag standing. Texas has struggled to start the year. They beat the D-backs today in a World Series rematch, 6-1 final there. Rays and A's tied at, well, they're scoreless in the bottom of the third. 1-1. Devers dancing around over at first. The pitch is swung on and missed. Sinky fastball in under the hands, and it's 1-2.
Rays come here this weekend.
And the Orioles will be off tomorrow, whereas the Red Sox host the Tigers in the first of 4. Saw some pictures of Trot, Petey, and Jonathan on the field at Fenway. They're being serenaded.
And they'll be on it tomorrow night as well before the game.
1-2 to Wong. Devers leading at first. That is out number 2. Phillies and Giants played earlier today, and their bench is clear because of some high and tight fastballs to Bryce Harper. Animosity there. Here's Dom Smith. After Burns' 4th strikeout, now 2 down. Here's the pitch. Check swing on a curveball down in the dirt, and he went around. Wow. According to Mike Muszlinski, I didn't think so at all. Neither did Dom. He's shaking his head.
He had a point.
Rain continuing to fall lightly here. Orange ponchos in the seats. 0-1 to Dom Smith. Here's the pitch, and that's inside. 1-1. Tyler O'Neill on the injured list with knee inflammation, and Manuel Valdez took his spot in the Sox roster. Dom is riding an 0 for 10 right now. Wide stance. 1-1. Swinging a chopper foul on the first base side. And it is 1-2. The 4th inning, as always, is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or carsforkids.com. Did you have another lemon ice today?
I did, yes, Vacaros. Nothing better on a hot day.
We're so close to the Little Italy neighborhood here, and just outside of Fells Point in Baltimore. So many good spots.
You found Isabella's Deli?
I did indeed. 1-2. Burns at the belt with Reffy still on first.
So did Lou Merlone.
Here's the pitch. Chopper on the right side. The first baseman is right there, and easily over to the bag is Mountcastle. 2 retire Smith. Sox get a walk from Devers. That's it. Bottom 4 we go. 5-1 O's on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
For decades, Boston sports fans have celebrated legendary heroes of the game. And for decades, Boston drivers have come to expect nothing less than legendary customer service from Herb Chambers. That's because the Herb Chambers team is dedicated to offering excellence every time we step up to the plate.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Cedric Mullins leading it off in the bottom of the fourth. It does not look that pleasant to be playing a ball game right now. Rain still falling in Baltimore. Mullins popped out his first time. Here he fouls the first pitch back. Right over the screen, and it's 0-1. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Get going during SUV season by joining the Bronco family. Get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks, the F-Series. 1-1. A little bit high. It's fair to say that Trot Nixon, one of the best defensive right fielders to ever play at Fenway Park. Always love when we get to meet with Trot.
The original Dirt Dog.
1-1, the pitch. Swinging a pop foul on the third base side. You know, there have been so many stories told about Dustin Pedroia and how Tito just hung with him, said, look, just play second base. You're going to be in there. Don't worry about it. And he never, ever lost his confidence. Alex Cora was laughing about that yesterday in the dugout. 1-2 pitch. Chop foul. Apparently, Petey's locker was right between Alex and Mike Lowell. And, you know, 7 weeks into the season, he's hitting $150, and the writers come to talk to him. He says, don't worry. The laser show is coming. And Alex turned to Mike Lowell and said, what is this guy talking about? And sure enough, it turned.
Just don't tell him he can't do something. Prove you're wrong.
1-2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. I love the great anecdote that Dan Shaughnessy told in his book about Terry when Petey was a rookie. And in those days, not that long ago, but the veterans were much harder on rookie players. They just asked them to do a lot more things. Pedroia would be given all kinds of duties, particularly when the team was on the road, as Jorge Mateo, right-handed hitter, digs in. Crawford throws, and he misses up and in with a sweeper for ball one. 5-1 Orioles in the bottom of the fourth. And at one point in his rookie season, Ortiz was barking at Pedroia to go get him some drinks in the back of the plane. He just shot right back at him and told him to shove it, basically. The 1-0 pitch is outside. A curveball, and it's 2-0.
I can hear that. Not surprising.
He was not intimidated in the early going. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. High. And, of course, he was notorious his entire career for showing up earlier than anybody at the ballpark. He and Terry would get there so early. One down in the bottom of the fourth. 5-1 Orioles, 3-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. He would impart that to young players, too. So many rookies would talk about running into him like at 11 a.m. in the hotel lobby. 3-1 the pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul on the first base side. And Pedroia would say, come with me. And they'd think they were going to get lunch or coffee or something. And Petey would take him to the ballpark at 11:30.
Sometimes at home he'd bring his kids and then bring them back home later. But he was meant to be at a ballpark.
3-2 to Mateo outside. Cutter walked him. That was a curious pitch there. A sweeper that was not even close. He's thrown 60 pitches. And for Cutter, that's his second walk. The first of them was, I think, the key play in this entire game. He walked McCann ahead of the grand slam hit by Gunnar Henderson. And here's Ramon Urias with 1 on, 1 out. Baseball's such a visual game. I mean, we all have so many memories. We were talking about Cal Ripken. He was here the other night. I remember Ozzie Smith at shortstop, coming on to the field doing backflips. So many diving plays in the hole. And that visual kind of stands out in your mind. And clearly with Pedroia, that visual is that uncanny ability to make these diving plays and like trampoline up to his feet so quickly.
Well, he said he didn't have far to go. But I never saw anyone dive and get up so fast and get outs like that. Pitch comm issue here for Connor Wong.
He's getting a new transponder from Jason Veritek. Jason will be moved to see all three of those guys tomorrow. Alex Cora as well.
Brian Daubach is there. He took a couple of days off from his duties as Rochester hitting coach. See his very close friend Trot Nixon honored. Trot long overdue to be a Red Sox Hall of Famer.
There's Ramon Urias. 1 on, 1 out in the fourth inning. 5-1 Orioles. Here's the pitch. That's a strike and a throw to first just a little late. Are there a moment or two, Joe, that stand out for you in Trot's career?
Well, the double he hit in Game 4 to drive in 2 runs in St. Louis. I remember a grand slam he hit at the Veterans Stadium. Red Sox were having a little trouble with Manny Ramirez at the time. I think he was benched that game, and Trot picked up the club with a grand slam at Old Vet Stadium.
1 to Urias in the dirt with a sweeper. He was the ultimate gamer. Both he and Pedroia were that way, right? I mean, they really elevated in the big spot.
Intense. So intense. And Trot came back to beat the Red Sox in one of the ALCS games when he was at Cleveland in 07. And he hit to win the game.
Ball 1 strike to Urias. Crawford throws and a swing and a miss. That was a good cut fastball. And it's 1-2. And
I remember the way he hit Roger Clemens. That was one of the highlights. 0-0 game in the 9th inning. He had a 2-run homer when Clemens was with the Yankees to win it.
Extra sweet. Here's a foul on the first base side. Was that? We know your loyalties, Joe, but we also know how close you are with Roger. Was that ever hard for you to watch him and root so actively against him when he was wearing the pinstripes?
You saw the pinstripes, not the person.
1-2 pitch. Did it hit him again? It did. Wow. Now, Cutter's just not real sharp tonight. That's the second time he's hit a batter in a 2-strike count.
They really hurt him. Hit batsman in a walk, as you said, in that second inning before the grand slam off the bat of Gunnar Henderson.
There's no question in your mind, I know, Joe, that had Pedroia not been hampered by so many injuries, he would be where you're going in July.
And I think he still can make a strong case for Cooperstown. Especially if they consider defense, which of course is underplayed when it comes to Hall of Fame voting.
Here's James McCann, who fouls the first pitch off on the right field side, out of play at zone 1. That's changing a little bit. A modern voter, considering things like wins above replacement, much more, which is weighted toward defense. Super New England scoreboard. Paul Skeens on his 22nd birthday, fan 9. They beat the Tigers in Game 2, 10-2 after losing the first 8-0. Here is a pitch that misses just outside 1-1. Let Love Bloom in a 2024 Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. And obviously, Pedroia and Alex Cora are forever linked. The role that Alex played in his development, swing and a miss. And I think Alex deserves a ton of credit for the way that he handled that relationship. I mean, you never want somebody coming for your job, but Pedroia was clearly the future, and Alex handled it like a true professional.
You know, another great moment, Nixon walk-off home run against the A's.
1-2, swing and a miss. They throw to third, and it is a strike him out double play. Strike him out, throw him out, and that should end it. The Orioles are waiting to look and see here on the play at third. Raffy is still seated down there at the bag.
Throw had him beaten by plenty, but did he get the hand in?
I don't know why everybody has not left the field. Call made by McClinsky at third, and watching the replay, I think he was pretty clearly on the outside of the bag and safe. I think the real question becomes, did he stay on the bag the whole way?
Challenging the out call at third base
as he slid through, because Raffy tagged him after the right hand was on the outfield side of the bag.
Hey, remember in 03, the Red Sox were down 2-0 in that series with Oakland in the divisional series, and Poppy had a big hit, and then in extra innings, it was a walk-off home run by Nixon that won Game 3 in that series.
This is interesting. He beat the tag, did Mateo, but then I think he slid off the bag. I think that Raffy kept the glove on the body after he came off the third base bag. Let's see what they rule here. Talking it over in New York. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, buy two, get one free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Pick two of your favorite berries and get a third package or pint for free. Let's see how they rule this. I think there is a moment at which his left hand comes off the bag. There's no contact with the knee, and Raffy still has the glove and ball on Jorge Mateo.
But did his leg stay on the bag?
I didn't think so. Got a shot of the replay review room in New York. What a complex that is.
Mateo gave the safe sign with a swim move there as he got into the bag. Raffy did keep the tag on him. Was the leg on the bag?
I just don't think it was. Long look. And again, the call on the field was out, so looking at a couple different variables here.
It's taking a while.
I don't like that rule, that if you come off for a millisecond above the bag, after being safe, you're out, but that is the rule. And I think he did come off the bag. Alex Cora is smiling. Talking to the umpires. Long chat with the folks in New York, and here we go with the call.
After review, the call of the field stands. The runner's out. Baltimore will lose their challenge for the remainder of the game.
And I think that's exactly what happened. I mean, the hand beat the bag, but he came off the base. And again, not to nitpick, but the umpire should say that right there. You know, he beat the tag, but he came off the bag, and so therefore the call stands. 5-1 O's after 4 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
New Englanders know that for towing, hauling, or heading to a ball game, their Ford dealers are their truck headquarters. For a full lineup that works hard and plays harder, F-Series, featuring the all-new F-150 and Super Duty, the best-selling trucks for 47 straight years, the turbocharged Ranger, and the compact Maverick. Built Ford tough and the official truck of your Boston Red Sox. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Suddenly, a quick and easy dish for any occasion, especially with the warmer weather here and wanting to enjoy as much time outside as you can. Suddenly pasta salad comes in 8 delicious varieties like Caesar and ranch and bacon, and Suddenly deli salad starter kits come in 3 great choices. Suddenly Salad is a meal prep brand that offers lots of ready-to-prepare pasta salads, as well as deli salad starter kits. Versatile too, as it can be a main meal or a side dish. Check out all of the really tasty Suddenly Salad varieties at suddenlysalad.com.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
As we go into the 5th inning, the Red Sox and the O's, lighter rain now might have actually stopped altogether. We are past 110 pitches, which is brought to you by 110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. The Oriole manager Brandon Hyde came out to get an explanation. I'm sure that's what the crew told him, that Mateo had slid through the bag. The grounds crew has applied some of that drying agent to the mound. Burns is back on it. He's been great. Grissom to lead it off. And once again, here's Dr. Joe.
All right, leading off here in the Herb Chambers pre-owned cars and trucks batting order for the Red Sox will be Vaughn Grissom. 3 outs away from an official game, though the rain is maybe almost stopped completely. Very, very light rain perhaps falling, but skies are brightening. First pitch to Grissom is a check swing strike on a cutter away, 0-1.
Have you found yourself compelled to read more humane letters the last few days?
Better than inhumane letters, as you said last night. Here's the 0-1. Ground foul off his foot, and down he goes in a heap. Oh, he hit the ball hard right off his leg. Alex Cora running out there to see Grissom. Now he's up on his feet, walking it off. Might have hit him around the knee.
Alex Cora told us before the game that Masataka Yoshida still not swinging the bat, but he's looking to talk to doctors about some kind of a guard that he could wear on his hand to minimize the pain on that thumb, and that he should start swinging this week if they can find something. He also said Casas feels great, is chomping at the bit, and is ahead of schedule.
Certainly the Red Sox need him. That thing hit him off the instep, maybe inside the ankle on the foul ball. Alex Cora leaves, so Grissom will continue. 3 outs away from an official game here. Today's Red Sox code word of the game is 11 Devers. The numbers 1-1 Devers. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal. Here it is. And the cutter low and away. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire, Visconti.
I really think he's about to take off. Like, I would be willing to bet he's going to have a huge weekend series back at Fenway against the Tigers. Grissom.
Tall right-hand batter. The pitch to him. Swung on, hit hard right at the shortstop. One-handed by Henderson. A step to his right. Throws to first for the out. He's very smooth. One down for David Hamilton, who walked and stole the bag, but was stranded at second base his first time up. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, get 2 and 1 free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Pick 2 of your favorite berries. Get a 3rd package or pint for free. Lowest priced item is free. Pitch of the left-hand batter, check swing, and in the dirt, ball 1.
I'd be going heavy raspberries in that trio.
Blackberries are great too. So are the strawberries. Can't go wrong with any of them. 1-0 pitch. Wave and a miss at a changeup down and away.
They brought us those blackberries, the Sweet Carolines.
Sweet Caroline, right, with a K.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. They were awesome. 1-1. Tigers come in tomorrow night, 4-game series. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Be with you the first 2 games, and then Saturday, our oldest granddaughter, Jane, graduates from high school.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is. Seems like yesterday. Going away. You know, she visited Cooperstown when she was 6 weeks old.
Is that right?
There were pictures of her on the steps of the Hall of Fame.
Well, now she'll be there when she's 18. So
Stopped at Fenway on way home from Brigham and Women's Hospital.
Is that
After
right?
birth, yes. Going inside.
Didn't you sneak over there after the game to go see her?
I did. Didn't tell anyone I was coming, including security. Just walk right in. It's the best way to do it. Don't ask, just go. I shouldn't say that. The 3-2 is bounced to the right side. Mateo to his left, gloves, and fires in time. Two's on.
It's always better to ask for forgiveness than permission, right?
In that case, I probably would have been denied. But
it was like hours after she was born, right?
And another grandchild was born during batting practice, so it could get over there from Fenway. That was Charlie, the youngest. 2 down for Raffaello, grounded out 5-3 his first time up. The pitch is outside, ball 1.
Well, I met Jane 6 years ago, and I can say it. I mean, you feel this way, and you'll tell it to her in person, but I can say it out loud. She is just a wonderful young woman.
Well, thank you. She's had a great time at Marshfield High, playing 2 sports, swing and a miss, basketball and softball.
Well, and she's overcome some really bad parenting, so that's a credit to her.
Going to BC, not to her parents' alma mater, Holy Cross.
Nor Colgate, which she could have done.
Yep, she was accepted there. Call strike.
She'll have fun, and you get to see her more, which is great.
Her choice, not mine. Yeah, she's a lot closer to home. Waiting to see who Marshall's going to play in the softball tournament. Pitch is swung on it, popped up right around home plate. Who wants it? Third baseman coming down by the mound. First baseman there, and it's the first baseman. O'Hearn makes the catch. A lot of confusion there, but they got it done. An official game after 4.5. 5-1 Birds on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
If you're shopping for a new car, the choice is simple. Herb Chambers. We offer legendary customer service, the largest inventory in New England, the lowest prices, and the best value. Find out for yourself today at any one of our convenient Herb Chambers locations.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and Clear Skin. Count me in. Milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Let's take a 10-second break on the Shaw Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Here's Gunnar Henderson, who did the big damage. A grand slam in the second inning, leading off the bottom of the 5th. And he takes up and away.
Going to have to get better at is beating the better teams. So far this year against teams with winning records, they are 12-21.
Got to beat the best to be the best. Here's the pitch. And a fastball in there for a strike. And they've got, after the Tigers, the Braves coming in for 2. Then we got 4 at Chicago. for the White Sox. The 2-1 pitch from Cutter is swung on and hit high to left center field, not all that deep. Rafaela and Duran are there, and they almost collide. Duran made the catch. Fortunately, Rafaela peeled off at the last second. One down for Mountcastle. The line deep to right, and then struck out swinging. Then the Braves tonight are starting one of their top prospects, a call up from Double-A Spencer Schwellenbach, making his major league debut, called up from Double-A Mississippi. They're playing the Nationals. There's a call strike, and they are scoreless in the top of the third. Gore pitching for the Nats. That one's up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Orioles trying to win the rubber game of the series. Foul to the backstop and a high inside cutter. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Red Sox trailing 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rain is pretty well stopped. Here's the pitch. And he left it a little outside. That looked like a pretty good pitch, but it's 2-2. Groundskeeper does a great job, Nicole Sherry, and she came here as an agricultural student and got to know the groundskeeper. Was hired as an assistant. Then she went to Trenton Thunder, where she took care of the field, fouled out of play. She's been here for several years now, and this field looks so good. Very bright green grass, perfectly manicured, just like it is at Fenway under Dave Meller. And his crew do an amazing job. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive base hit over second base into center field. Mountcastle with a 1-out single to center. And O'Hearn's coming up. He struck out and grounded out weakly. 1-3. Skubal, who's been so good for the Tigers, fastball at 99 and a great change-up. Missed 8 scoreless innings against the Pirates in an 8-0 Tiger win today. So he will not pitch at Fenway because we're in a 5-man rotation, and he wouldn't be due to pitch till Monday again. So the Red Sox will luck out there. There's a ground ball hit hard right at the first baseman, knocked down by Smith, picks it up, throws to second, out in a close play. Very close play. I wonder if they'll look at that.
I think they will. He looks safe to me.
They lost their challenge.
Brandon Hyde is going to ask the umpires to look this over, but you're right, they don't have a challenge. I thought he was safe, Joe.
I did too. The ball bounded towards second base, a few feet away from Smith. Thought he might just get the out at first base with the pitcher covering.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right choice at all for Smith to make.
No. But he was facing that way.
Yeah, that's a break for the Sox, I think.
Yeah, so he's out. That's why losing the challenge is so critical. 2 down. Power swings and misses. He began that rally in the second inning when he was hit by a pitch with 2 strikes on him. So that goes as a 3-6 force. Saves an error for Smith.
The secondary stuff for Crawford just is not very good tonight, and it hasn't been for a little while. The sweeper and the cutter are just kind of hanging over the heart of the zone.
Here's the 0-1. The left-hand batter waves and does not hit a changeup. And it's 0-2.
What do you think? I came to Baltimore to get a Philly cheesesteak.
Well, Philly's not that far.
That's really good.
Probably an hour and a half. Of course, they met the World Series in 1983. The last time the Orioles were world champs, they beat the Phils in 5 games with Rick Dempsey, the MVP. There's a foul to the left out of play.
I think it's a team worth investing in the next few years as somebody who is quite likely to play for a World Series.
Well, they won 101 games last year, but then got swept by the Rangers. But that had to be a learning experience for these youngsters.
Well, I think the guy on the mound tonight changes everything for him.
2-2, 0-2 pitch, swinging a high fly ball to left field. Duran going back, has plenty of room in front of the track and makes the catch. All 5 Oriole runs coming in the second inning after 5.
Hey, baseball fans, ask Sherwin Williams how you can make every day feel like game day. With over 1,500 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood paint store today.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event when Dave, the sales guy, asks, want to test drive the Rogue? And I'm like, let's go. We're driving when Dave says, check out the VC turbo engine. I hit the gas and whoosh. I'm like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Dave goes, if you think that's cool, watch this. Dave shows me the miles per gallon and I'm like, whoa, that's pretty impressive fuel economy. Dave mentions, these new cars are going fast. And in that moment, I had to have that Rogue. Crazy, right?
Wait till you hear how I got my Sentra.
Get a low $279 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Shop the Nissan sales event. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. 2024 EPA fuel economy estimates from 28 city, 34 highway to 30 city, 37 highway for 2024 Nissan Rogue. Actual mileage may vary. Well-qualified lessees, 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive, $43.89 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. N6324.
A very delicious sale is happening now at Shaw's in Star Market. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Thursday, buy 2, get 1 free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Yeah, it's a berry bonanza. Pick 2 of your favorite berries and get a 3rd package or pint for free. Lowest price item is the one that's free. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Fresh berries are ripe and ready. Hurry in and save. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jaron Duran to lead it off for the Red Sox. We go to the 6th inning. Gunnar Henderson's grand slam, the difference in the game. 5-1-0s. Duran 0 for 2. Corbin Burns is going to stop as a baseball. He's come out onto the warning track out in right field. I think Santander tried to give it to a fan after warming up. And now he'll go deeper into the stands. Duran has struck out swinging and flied to center, darkening cloudy skies overhead here. Burns at the belt delivers, and Jaron, wow, was he fooled badly there. Curveball, and that was awkward to say the least. Proverbial sword for Duran. It's 0-1, feet close together, standing straight up in the left-handed batter's box. The 0-1, swinging a soft ground ball to first. Mountcastle's got it. He wins the foot race to the bag. Jaron did not hit that hard at all. So he's 0 for 3. And with 1 away, here's Wilyer Abreu. Well, after such an inspired win last night, it's a little deflating to follow it up with this kind of a game. You knew it'd be hard with Burns on the mound. But I think particularly the way that second inning unfolded, the walk of McCann, the grand slam to Henderson, that was just dispiriting. Here's Abreu, who takes a strike on the inside corner. These Orioles have not lost a series in the American League East since April of last year. That is just unreal. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He's got it all working right now, does Burns, and it's 0-2. That one really jumped off the page. Their total dominance of this division for a couple years running. 0-2 to Abreu. The pitch. That's just outside. They last lost a series right here, April 23, to the New York Yankees. Since then, they're 12-0 with 5 splits in series against the AL East. Amazing. 1-2, the pitch. Swinging a hard line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Wilyer got a curveball and just looped it into right. So the Red Sox trying to start something here. Abreu is aboard for Rob Refsnyder with 1 down. Saw the people on the MLB Network, Mark DeRosa, talking about Wilyer Abreu. Kenley Jansen had a long appearance today as well. Talking about he's just living the dream, trying to continue to fight here in Boston. Here's Refsnyder with the big 2-run homer late yesterday. He's 0 for 2 today. 1 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Rob swings and misses at a cut fastball. 95 miles an hour, and it's 0-1. Boy, would you love to get 2 on for Devers, who's on deck. He's grounded out and walked, but Refsnyder trying to set the table for him here. Henderson and Mateo sort of pinched toward the second base bag up the middle. 0-1. That's outside in the dirt. Backhanded and dropped by McCann, but in a 4-run game especially, Will, you're being quite cautious at first base. He does not even think about moving up. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions may not be disseminated without the express written consent of EEI and the Sox. They throw to first. Diving back in was Abreu. Who knows? Maybe after that throw over with the combo of Burns and McCann, Abreu might consider it here. Kyle Hudson flashing the signs at third. 1-1 to Refsnyder. Here's a drive down the right field line, slicing out of play foul. Fan brought a glove, couldn't make the play, and then is following it as it bounces down rows of seats in front of him, and he couldn't get it. Another fan got the ball, and he disgustedly threw his glove away. If you're going to bring the glove, make the play. 1-2 to Refsnyder. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt with a curveball, 2-2.
A really interesting comment from Ty Cobb's great-grandson, Tyrus Cobb, said baseball's a part of U.S. history, and I think Major League's acknowledging and incorporating Negro League stats is a huge step in bringing all parts of baseball history together. He thinks it's pretty exciting. There's a new statistical leader in batting.
That's magnanimous of it.
Isn't it?
2-2 the pitch. Swinging a chopper to third. It is gloved by Urias to second for 1 over to first. Not in time. Very close play. Again, Orioles do not have a challenge. I did think Refsnyder beat that throw. But it doesn't matter. They got no opportunity to look here. Bang, bang play. One hit all that hard. But that is important because the inning continues now for Rafi Devers.
Jackie Robinson got 49 hits added to his totals for what he did with the Kansas City Monarchs in 1945. Minnie also 150 hits for his 3 years with the New York Cubans.
For the first. He should have won the Rookie of the Year the same way that Willie did in the same season.
Yep.
I mean, the numbers were unbelievable. It's sort of another reminder that at that time that was, a lot to ask of baseball. 1 on, 2 out, 5-1 Orioles in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Devers talking to himself there. He doesn't do that very often. That's a 96-mile-an-hour cutter, and it's 0-1. You talk to people like Bob Kendrick, who talked to Buck O'Neil over and over again. All those guys who played in both said that at the peak of the Negro Leagues, it was absolutely the equivalent. The 0-1 is popped up in a shallow left center field. Easy play out there in left for Kelsey. He makes the play, and the inning is over. Rafi is 0 for 2 today. The Red Sox leave Refsnyder aboard and go to the bottom of the 6th, trailing at Baltimore 5-1 on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
When is a bank more than just a bank? When it's there for you after hours because your franchise deal is on the line. When it drives across town to deliver the paperwork you need because you can't leave your business. When it anticipates your business challenges and advances its technology just to meet them. At Northern Bank, they're all about what they can do for you and your business. Want more than just a bank? Come home to Northern Bank. For more of what your business needs, visit nbtc.com. Northern Bank. Member FDIC.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
As a Boston sports fan, we know heartbreak. Hey, we even have a friggin' hill named after it. But we also know Wicked Awesome, like all our championship parades. When it comes to getting your CPAP supplies, New Englanders deserve a Wicked Awesome experience. Eastern MedTech is the GOAT of CPAP suppliers. Next time you need supplies for your CPAP anywhere in New England, depend on Eastern MedTech. Call 857-400-0044 or see easternmedtech.com.
We're packing up and hitting the road for Season 3 of Road Shows. Stop number 5 is the Brunswick in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. On Friday from 6 to 10, the Greg Hill Road Show is presented by Miller Lite. It's Miller Time, New England, and by Harbor One Bank.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Anthony Santander to lead it off against Cutter Crawford as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the first pitch is fouled at the feet, and it's 0-1. Long is going to take the opportunity to walk halfway to the mound and chat things over. But now the bat boy comes out, gets the ball. He was flying. Flips it to a fan and ready to go. 0-1 to Santander. Way over to pull on the right side of the infield. The one-strike pitch is fouled straight back. Four-seamer, it's 0-2. It was unreasonable, of course, to expect Cutter to maintain his complete dominance that he had through his first 6 starts, in which he just hardly ever allowed any earned runs. But the stuff is markedly less sharp the last few times. 0-2. Fouled off on the third base side. The Red Sox are going to stay in their normal rotation for the series with the Detroit Tigers. 0-2 pitch. Fouled off on the third base side.
Corey Seager still making the Diamondbacks pay as he did in the World Series. He homered again, second day in a row. 8 home runs for Corey Seager in his last 8 games.
Wow. I mean, when he gets hot, as he did in October, he carries a team. What a performance by him. Really the entire postseason. 0-2. Chopper on the first base side. That's a fair ball. Smith has it. He flips high to Cutter, who gloves and steps on the bag. Santander is out number 1.
Marcus Simeon's streak of consecutive games played ended at 349 today. Was kind of banged up in a collision last night.
Only 1,800 shy of Cal Ripken.
The current leader, Matt Olson of the Braves, 511 straight, including tonight.
Who knows? Maybe Jaron Duran will make a run at that. I think that the medical science, though, around recovery is going to make it highly unlikely that anybody makes any kind of a long run at that. Here's Cedric Mullins swinging a foul. Of course, it's just luck, too, whether or not you stay healthy.
For so long, they said Lou Gehrig's record of 2,130 was unbreakable. Cal Ripken proved everybody wrong.
0-1. High. Nowadays, Joe, with guys being pulled earlier and earlier in games, don't you think Cy Young's win total is the least breakable record in all of baseball?
Oh, definitely. 511.
1-1 pitch. That's got to be a strike. It isn't. It's called a ball, and it's 2-1.
I think some of those came before the mound was 60 feet 6 inches from home plate.
Yeah, where they used one baseball in the whole game. 2-1. Cutter into his wind with Raffi in at third. The pitch. High drive deep to right field. If it's fair, this thing is gone. It is back to the wall, and it is just foul. Wow. Outside the pole, and it's 2-2. He's just dropped the barrel on that. 2-2. We've seen pictures from the festivities at Fenway with Pedroia and Nixon and Papelbon being inducted into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. I'm sure they're having a great time. And what's so fun about that is they're all such different personalities.
And Elaine Weddington Stewart, so well-deserved for the legal expert.
2-2. On the ground to second. Grissom to his right, 2 steps, gloves, and throws to first in time. And 2 down. Don't the Red Sox also, in the Hall of Fame inductions, they have a moment that is always celebrated and inducted into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. And I know that Tim Wakefield's children are there tonight. They're honoring the life and legacy of Tim and Stacy. It's impossible to forget that moment on the opening day at Fenway Park this year. 2 down. Here's Jorge Mateo, strike on the outside corner when brief throughout the first pitch. And the 04 Red Sox were behind the big American flag out in left field. They walked them to the mound. 0-1 with 2 down in the 6th. 5-1-0s. The pitch is popped up into right field. Willie Abreu is there. He'll make the grab, and the inning is over. And man after man, whether Johnny Damon, so many others said they now both have 30 new uncles. They meant it, and again tonight they see that is in action. We go to the 7th inning, 5-1-0s. Sox need to get something going after this in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
A berry delicious sale is happening now at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, buy 2, get 1 free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Yes, it's a berry bonanza. Pick 2 of your favorite berries and get a 3rd package or pint for free. Lowest priced item is free. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Fresh berries are ripe and ready. Hurry in and save. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, the most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
It's the Ford SUV Season Sales Event at your local Ford dealer. That's where you'll find great offers across the entire Ford SUV lineup, including Ford Escape, Expedition, the Built Wild Ford Bronco, and America's all-time best-selling SUV, Ford Explorer. Hurry in for amazing offers across a huge selection. This is Ford SUV season. Let's get going. Based on S&P Global Mobility 1946 through current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs.
It's the juicy patty and melty cheese so nice, we stacked them thrice. All between a pillowy sesame seed triple cheeseburger now for just $2.99. Talk about going 3 for 3. Price and participation may vary.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Connor Wong is bunted to begin the 7th inning, and it's going to be a base hit. The throw is off the glove of the first baseman, Mountcastle, and a beautiful way to start things here in the 7th. That's just the Red Sox 3rd hit. And Connor, who is a brilliant bunter, just couldn't have been executed any better than that. So it's a great way to start a rally. And now, with Connor aboard, here comes Dominic Smith. I think Cutter Crawford's night is done. Chase Anderson is up and warming in the bullpen. If the Red Sox get a big rally going, they might alter the plans in the bullpen. But now, trailing by 4. Here's Dom Smith. The pitch is a strike. Bottom of the zone from Corbin Burns. Still got plenty in the tank, does Burns. That one 94 miles an hour. He's thrown 90 pitches. Oriole bullpen stirring. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, with a changeup. Way over the top of it, it's 0-2. Burns this season really has not been pushed in terms of pitches thrown. Season high 100 back on April the 3rd, but 92, 94, 85 his last 3 starts. 0-2 to Smith. Throw to first and Wong back to the bag standing. Shohei Ohtani hit an opposite field home run at Chase Stadium tonight. Dodgers blasted the Mets 10-3. Kind of a bizarre ejection in that game. Pablo Lopez, the Mets starter, tossed from the game and threw his glove into the stands. 0-2. Smith takes low. That on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let Love Bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. 92 pitches thrown. The end is near for Burns. Smith got it into a force out and then hit a little chopper to first. He's 0 for 2. 1-2 the pitch. Swinging another soft ground ball to the right side. Burns comes off the mound gloves and takes it himself to the first base bag for the out. There's been too much of that in this game and this series from Dom Smith. The old one unassisted. Corbin Burns. He'll get back on top of the mound. And you'll see Vaughn Grissom. It just feels important for the Red Sox to chip away here in this 7th inning. Make it a more realistic chance. You got a runner in scoring position in Wong for Grissom. And now McCann goes to the mound to buy the Oriole bullpen a little time and also just give Burns a little breather after the long run to first base. 7th inning is sponsored by Sherwin-Williams, the exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program, help you grow and manage your paint business. The Orioles lead the universe in mound visits. So Greg Weissert is going to join Anderson in the bullpen. I think if the Red Sox get 2 or more runs, make this a game again, you'd likely see Weissert. How about Connor Wong's foot speed in this game? Generated their only run, and they're bunted for a hit here. Here's Grissom. Strike one on the inside corner. Curveball. And it's 0-1. As somebody who grew up in this part of the world, I'm a little biased toward this ballpark. I got so many great childhood memories here. I was here for the first ever game in 1992. The 0-1 to Grissom is in the dirt. Really nice stop there by McCann. That could have easily moved Connor Wong over to third. But I mean, this place, it's now 32 years old and has totally stood the test of time.
And the model for so many others.
I just thank Larry Lucchino over and over for his vision. He and Janet Marie Smith. The 1-1 is low. There's something, it's hard to put your finger on it, I think, Joe, where you just walk into a ballpark and it feels like exactly that, a ballpark, a place you want to be, that you want to spend summer nights. And it takes you back to sitting with Dad and Granddad. The 2-1 pitch is inside. I mean, obviously that quite literally happened for me in this ballpark, but you feel it other places. I felt it at Busch Stadium. Certainly you feel that at Fenway Park over and over again. But there is a je ne sais quoi that Larry just was so good at finding. 3-1 is a little outside, ball 4. Well, that is not at all what Burns is looking to do. With a 4-run lead, he issues the walk. He's thrown 98 pitches with Danny Coulombe warming. See what Brandon Hyde does. I mean, you got the lefty David Hamilton due up here.
He hasn't gone 7 innings since he beat the Red Sox back on April 9th at Fenway.
What do you know? Another visit to the mound. Drew French, the modern-day Kyle Snyder, is to the mound for yet another visit. I appreciate that so much about Andrew Bailey, that he never goes to the mound. It's just beautiful. Superfluous.
They really should ban all mound visits for pitching coaches.
But I'll never forget the first time I walked in here. It just felt so different. He wanted to model it after Forbes Field did Larry, the ballpark of his childhood. And he succeeded at that. Citi Field followed. They wanted that to follow in the same vein.
Cleveland followed, 94.
And then you had Guaranteed Rate Field. Basically the exact same time.
That was a year ahead, yeah. And that was opened in 91. It was a cookie cutter, just like those 70s ballparks.
They're working on a new stadium deal there, kind of right over by Soldier Field. It looks like if it could get passed through, would be marvelous. They need it. All right, here's a moment now for David Hamilton. The Red Sox, this third time through against Corbin Burns. They have a bunt hit from Wong, a walk to Grissom, and now what a chance for Hamilton. He's walked and grounded out. The pitch is a strike. Looked to be a little low, but called to be a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. There's something about the warehouse out in right field. Utah Street is out beyond the right field wall where you can buy Boog's Barbecue. That was a real innovation. Wider concourses. Here's a swing and a miss by Hamilton. He goes to a knee, and it's 0-2. The ability to create a brand new ballpark and make it feel old was true genius. That's why Larry belongs in Cooperstown.
No question.
Period.
Set the trend for baseball.
0-2 is outside. I mean, he was demanding, he was exacting, but he was himself a tireless worker who transformed multiple organizations.
San Diego, ballpark built for San Diego, was largely Larry's doing. And, of course, the renovation of Fenway Park. Nothing gets done without his work with Mayor Menino.
1-2, the pitch. Swing and a foul back. What was his line? He said, no, of course you don't tinker with the Mona Lisa about Fenway Park.
That was a great relationship with Larry and Mayor Menino, and it started because Larry's brother, Frank, was at Boston Library Conference. He's big volunteering with the libraries, and he met Mayor Menino there, and they got to know each other. And Larry got involved with Menino as a result of Frank meeting Mayor Menino, and they worked together so beautifully.
2 balls, 2 strikes after a pitch in the dirt to David Hamilton. 2 on, 1 out. Sox trying to get it going again, trailing by 4. Pitch to Hamilton is outside. 3-2. I don't think they would put Wong and Grissom in motion here. Hamilton does have a tendency to strike out, but they do have great speed on the base paths. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Burns nearing the end. Comes to the belt, he throws. Swinging a line drive into the gap in left center field, and this thing is going to be caught on the run. Wow, Cowser runs it down. It just hung up enough. Maybe a little off the end of the bat for David Hamilton. Off the bat, that looked ticketed for green, but a great running play, and they move for Cowser here. That's a big second out.
That's pretty good. I like
that. They've got such a good thing going here. Young core, all the celebrations. This is the season high in pitches thrown for Corbin Burns. He's going to try to get Rafael and get out of this jam. They do have Coulomb warming. He would certainly see Duran, who's on deck. But first, here's Cedon. Rafael has grounded to short and popped out to first. 5-1-0s, but 2 on and 2 out. Burns is ready. He throws, and instead, actually, he spins back to second where no one was covering, but kind of long. Dances back to the bag. How big a hit would be right here? 5-1-0s, 2 on, 2 out. Burns throws. Rafaela swings and fouls it back to the screen. Man, he had a pitch to hit there. That was a cutter that was right in the middle of the plate. Back to the screen, 0-1. Stay tuned for the Nissan postgame show. Epic offers going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. 0-1. Pitch. Rafaela checks his swing, or does he? No. Curveball in the dirt. And it's 0-2. Fans are trying to will Corbin Burns through this final hitter. 107 pitches thrown. 0-2 to Rafaela. Wong at second, Grissom at first. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him. Slider in the dirt, and Rafaela can't lay off. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time. Bottom of the 7th. Stretch time. In Baltimore. 5-1-0s in the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
It's time to start finding things we need for the summer. Don't forget to break out the floating beer pong table. It's also time to find money for the summer that you may have coming to you don't even know about. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and it's free.
Parents, are your kids always responsible on social media? Have they ever posted something that they might regret in the future? LifeBrand is here to help. Our technology can locate and remove potentially harmful posts on social media. Visit lifebrand.life for a free scan. Protect your children's future from their past.
Have you heard the news? Matthews Nissan has arrived in Wellesley with a different kind of car dealership that's all about treating people right. Something that we've been doing since 1973 across New York and Pennsylvania. At Matthews Nissan, you'll never have to haggle to get our best prices. Our upfront, transparent prices are clearly marked, and no one gets a better deal than you. During our grand opening, get extra savings on our remaining 23s, like $6,000 off a Nissan Rogue S and $7,500 off a Frontier. Plus, we have the best rewards program in the business, Matthews Rewards Plus, where you earn 25% of everything you spend on service and can put it toward a future vehicle purchase up to $5,000 off. Visit the new Matthews Nissan of Wellesley, formerly Bernardi Nissan on Route 9, or MatthewsNissanofWellesley.com.
Matthews Auto Group. More every day, every way.
Hey, it's Forey, and if you're a heating, cooling, or oil burner technician looking for a much better opportunity, time to talk with my guy, Scott McFarland at McFarland Energy. Up to $2,400 in safety bonuses every year. See McFarlandEnergy.com/careers.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
I got a country boy here. A tradition at Camden Yards as the Red Sox go to the bottom of the seventh. Trailing 5-1, Ramon Urias, then James McCann, and Gunnar Henderson, who's got the big swing in this game. You'll see Chase Anderson, new pitcher for the Red Sox. That's three kind of shaky outings in a row for Cutter Crawford, who was so dominant to start the season. Cutter, 6 innings, only 4 hits, with the big damage done by Henderson, who's due third in the inning. Strike on the inside corner from Anderson to Urias. And it's 0-1 in the Herb Chambers batting order, brought to you by Herb Chambers, Audi Burlington, and Audi Brookline. 1 strike pitch. A little high. And it's 1-1. 14th appearance for Chase, 4.56 ERA. Cutter, changeup, 4-seamer, and a sweeper most of the time. Foul ball into the mitt. And it's 1-1. The numbers are a little inflated for Anderson. He made 1 start and allowed 5 runs in an inning and 2/3. As a bullpen arm, he's been much better than that. 1-2 to Ramon Urias. Sox have left 5 on base. Corbin Burns was great. He is assuredly done here. Pitch is just outside. And it's 2-2. In Worcester tonight, Richard Fitz has a perfect game through 7 innings. Here's a pitch that misses down and in.
Acquired in the Verdugo trade.
Here's a high fly into left center. So this ball is crushed. Back toward the bullpen. It is back and it is gone. Wow. Ramon Urias launched that one over the 376 marker. Solo blast greets Anderson, and it's 6-1 Baltimore.
You know, if he pulled it a little more, it would have been an out.
Yeah.
Because it's 398 where Duran was in that corner there.
It was 2003 when Bronson Arroyo threw a perfect game for the then Pawtucket Red Sox. So Richard Fitz is trying to join him there. We'll definitely keep track on that. 21 up and 21 down. Here's a line looper in the right center field. Coming on is Abreu. He will dive and make the play. Wow. This Red Sox outfield is something else. That was beautiful by Abreu. Great jump, great speed. He dove and found a way to make the play. And there's one away. In a 5-run game, there's no quit defensively. And they're just trying to one-up each other in the outfield. So here now, Gunnar Henderson with the slam off of Cutter. Fastball misses outside.
Yeah, Westbrook didn't start at third base tonight because he got hit in the hand with a pitch last night. He was very sore. He won't go on the IL, but Urias was 2 RBIs and perfect at the plate.
1-0 fouled off. They're so deep, this Orioles team. I mean, tonight you get a break. No Rutschman, no Westberg, and they still score 6. And again, I mean, yes, it's Corbin Burns on the mound. But this Red Sox offense has been a little too streaky this season. 1-1 is swung on and missed. Where they got 1 run tonight through 7 innings. And again, less than 4 runs 24 times this season. That is not because of outfield defense. They've been awesome. Worcester is in Charlotte, by the way. Strike 3 called on the outside corner, so Anderson gets rid of Gunnar Henderson. has gone the two-way. That is a beautiful ballpark. They built it in a one-city block in Charlotte. The skyline sits behind. It's an absolute bandbox, which would make that even more impressive from Richard Fitz. I'm going to have to check the pitch count there, see if they'll let him go. Check in with Tyler and Joe and Jim down there. Foul ball into the first base seats. The play for strike one. Today through Thursday at Shaw's and Star Market, buy two, get one free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Two of your favorite berries. Third package or pint for free. The lowest priced item is free. Shaw's and Star Market, of course, is the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. 0-1 pitch. Outside, the official square just reading the Corbin Burns line, I think. Sounded like a bingo caller. A lot of numbers, a lot of letters. 6-1 O's. Bottom 7.
Colum will be coming on for the 8th, the lefty.
So they track pitches in the AAA app. They do. Richard Fitz has only thrown 80 pitches. Wow. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good change, and it's 1-2. So he will absolutely have the opportunity to go for the perfect game. How cool is that?
Charlotte's a White Sox affiliate.
Yeah, and Luis Robert is in that game, rehabbing for the Knights. 1-2. Line drive up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. So, a 2-out knock. And the inning continues for Ryan O'Hearn. So many who think that the gap has never been bigger between AAA and the major leagues, but that does not diminish the historical importance of what Richard Fitz has a chance to do tonight down at AAA. You throw a perfect game at any level, it's amazing. Pitch to O'Hearn. This is just a little bit outside, and it's 1-0. O'Hearn has struck out and twice grounded out. 6-1 O's. Right in the bottom of the 7th. They play him to pull O'Hearn, and the pitch right there. Fastball in the inside corner. 1-1. 1-1 pitch, popped up. Third base side, Raffy, Wong, and Anderson come together, and Connor on the warning track flips the mask away and makes the play. That ends the inning. But uphill battle for the Sox. To the 8th we go, 6-1 Baltimore on the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Network.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
Today through Thursday at Shaw's in Star Market, buy two, get one free on select varieties of strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Yes, a berry bonanza. Pick two of your favorite berries and get a third package or pint for free. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Left-hander Danny Colum takes over for Corbin Burns with Orioles ahead 6-1. Burns 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, which was unearned. He walked 3, fanned 5, threw 108 pitches, a season high, 67 strikeouts. So here we go with the leadoff pinch hitter here. Romy Gonzalez batting for Duran, and it's in there for a call strike. Romy had a big hit in last night's game. The 273 overall with the Red Sox. Here's the pitch, and he waves and does not get it. Duran was 0 for 3. Strikeout, a fly to center, and a 3 unassisted ground out. Red Sox with only 3 hits. One of them was a bunt base hit. There it comes, and a drive down the right field line, foul and out of play. No perfecto for the Red Sox.
Leadoff hit. Oscar Colas broke it up.
Richard Fitz had 7 perfect innings. So Romy pinch hitting from the leadoff spot here. And he gets hit with a pitch, or did it hit the bat? No, it hit the bat.
Thank goodness.
He was headed for his hands. He's leading off here in the Herb Chambers batting order, sponsored by Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon and Lexus of Hingham. Looking for his first Red Sox homer. The pitch is low. Daluma used to be with Oakland. Making his 25th appearance, 1-0, a 3.20 ERA with 1 save. Veteran left-hander delivers. And a wave and a miss, strike 3. Got him on an off-speed pitch on the outer half. 1 down, and Garrett Cooper now will bat for Abreu. Alex Carr going to the bench with a right-hand bats against the left-hand pitcher.
I think it's also a nod to a veteran like Cooper. Abreu's had a nice night.
Abreu struck out fly to right, singled, and made a great diving catch. Had a soaked uniform diving forward to make that catch on the pop fly. First pitch is high, ball 1, and also a chance to get some of these guys at bats like Cooper, who has not played a lot lately. And there's a cutter swung on and missed on the inside. Stay tuned to have the game of the Nissan Postgame show. Hurry in, epic offers going fast at Nissan Thrill of Summer Sales event. Go to your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com. Holmes pitch, foul to the right, out of play.
Well, it looks like we're going to get out of Boston, out of Baltimore without a rain delay, and that is a miracle.
Yeah, especially with Monday so threatening. And then rain this afternoon. The field was covered. We had a pretty good shower during the game. The pitch, swinging a high fly, shallow center field. Second baseman Mateo out, calling, backpedaling, and he makes the catch. Well, Cooper is out.
Then again, had it rained here and we sat here for a while, I might have had to DoorDash some La Scala over here to the booth.
We were there Sunday night.
What a place that is.
The bocce court in the restaurant.
No earned runs. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts.
So Corbin Burns will get his second win of the season over the Red Sox, unless they have a fantastic comeback. Here's Refsnyder, fly to center, struck out, and bounced into a force. And he fouls the first pitch to the backstop, strike 1. 108 pitches were set for Burns, 67 were strikes. Our flex play of the game has to be the grand slam by Gunnar Henderson. Looking to buy a car? Try Flex Car instead. Their monthly car subscription includes insurance, maintenance, and more. Fastball missing inside. Go to flexcar.com.
I think, Joe, the aspiration for this team for the next 3 weeks is to just try to stay where they are. I mean, they're playing so many good teams. Yankees and Phillies. Tigers are coming to town. They're having a nice year.
1-1 pitch is swung on and driven foul down the right field side, out of play.
But I just think you want to stay afloat until Casas comes back. And I think he'll change everything.
Certainly would change the lineup. See, the Tigers splitting a twin bill today are 27-28. As the Red Sox rally, they'll be 28-28. Soft liner off the glove of the leaping Henderson. It was more of a flare, and he tried to time his jump and just wasn't quite tall enough. So Refsnyder gets a base hit. Good for Rob. He's really a guy you root for. I mean, you root for them all, but sometimes you find a player like that who's so dedicated and works so hard. Now Raffy is grounded out 5-3, walked and fly to the left. 6-1 Birds in the 8th, the pitch. Check swing, fastball, and he didn't go, ball 1.
I think Richard Fitz is something to watch, though, as the Red Sox, they're without Whitlock. He got another opinion today. And starters are showing some signs of tiring.
Rolling inside.
So I think it's possible that he could be up here to give a little depth to the rotation at some point.
And they're tiring in May. I mean, most of them, other than the Houck, haven't gone past 6 innings very much. 2-0. He waves it a cutter away and doesn't get it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. 6-1 Birds in the 8th. Attendance 18,857. Pitch in tight.
Apparently Trot Nixon got a little choked up while talking at the Red Sox Hall of Fame about his family. He said every time he went on the field, he just wanted to make them proud.
And he did. What a gamer. 3-1s foul to the backstop.
Raining a little bit as Pedroia gets inducted, and pretty perfect. He just looks like he could not care less. Undeterred.
Won't stop Petey. We'll look forward to seeing them tomorrow. They call a ball there. Now it's 3-2. I think they did. Wasn't looking into the hitter. Loom ready, the pitch, runner goes, and it swung on, poked into shallow left field along the foul line. Third baseman crosses the line. Urias makes the catch, and Raffy is 0 for 3. Side retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Birds on the Shaws in Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone. We'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit, service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
And they're off. The race for small business loans is underway. Out of the gate, it's Monster Bank, followed by Nickel and Dime Bank. Nickel and Dime is moving on the inside, now followed by Excessive Fees Bank. But wait, Owners Bank is pulling out of the pack, and it's Owners and Monster out in front. Down the stretch they come. Monster Bank pulls up lane as Owners Bank crosses the finish line. Magnificent!
Faster business loans, lines of credit, and small business credit cards. We move faster. Owners Bank. All business, no BS. Owners Bank is a division of Liberty Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, in Soon Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Home half of the 8th inning, and Enmanuel Valdez, just back from AAA Worcester when Tyler O'Neill went on the IL today, is out in left field. Basically his second baseman, but he went down to Worcester and played some outfield, so this is his big league debut in the outfield.
I believe it is, yeah.
Colton Cowser coming up, hit by a pitch that sparked a 5-run second inning. Fly to center, fly to left, and he takes Ball 1 low from the right-hander Chase Anderson. He pitched the 7th inning, gave up a leadoff home run to Urias. The pitch. Swing. There's a shot hit pretty well to left center. Back goes Raphael on his horse. He's at the edge of the track and he runs it down.
What is it about Camden Yards that brings out great outfield play in Red Sox?
The contours of the park have something to do with it. There's some room to roam. 410 out there just to the left of dead center.
How long did it take you to realize Pedroia was going to be different, Joe?
Well, probably when he got going in 07 there after the tough start. There's a swing and a drive to right field off the bat of Santander, carrying to the edge of the track, and it's caught by Romy Gonzalez, who stayed in to play right. So 2 very quick outs here. And here is Mullins, who's popped to short, struck out and grounded out. 4-3.
And you sure wanted him up in a big spot.
Yeah, I remember, especially his rookie year, Game 7 against Cleveland. Remember, the Red Sox were down 3-1 in that series after leading wire to wire. Low and away, and Petey had huge hits to break that 7th game open. So homered his first at bat in the postseason, low and inside.
And one of the great lines ever uttered to a security guard in baseball history.
Yep. Which we won't quote directly, but after his heroics in the first 2 games, he went to Denver. The security guard didn't believe he was a player. He said, "Ask Jeff Francis who I am." Words to that effect.
You're just omitting a word.
He was the guy that gave up the home run to Petey. Missed inside, 3-0. Mullins takes a strike. Yeah, he was a delightful guy to be around. Always played so hard and made so many spectacular plays. 3-1 is in there for a strike. Former Red Sox manager Joe Morgan loved him. He always asked about Pedroia every day. It was his kind of player.
He's just nails, right? I mean, a true gamer.
Here's the 3-2, and he swings it, pops it up, third base side. Now the catcher coming back, but it's over the screen and out of play. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan Postgame Show. Hurry in, epic offers going fast at the Nissan Thrill of Summer Sales event. Shop your local Nissan store, nissanusa.com.
So Jody Reed and Petey are his kind of guys.
Right. Small infielders, gamers. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, and 1-2-3 go the Birds. We go to the 9th. 6-1 Baltimore on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, Boston fans. The only thing worse than a pitcher running out of gas on the mound is your old phone running out of storage for your photos in the stands. Switch to Verizon and get a great deal on the new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage for all the ballpark pics you want. Just trade in your iPhone, any model, in any condition, so you feel like you're winning, even when your team's not. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on the iPhone 15 Pro with Unlimited Ultimate and all the storage you need. Get the network you want on the iPhone you love, only on Verizon.
Have you been putting off new windows for your home? Now is the time to visit CCL in Abington. We've partnered with Matthews Brothers in Maine to bring you the best in windows. Matthews Brothers has been making windows since 1854. Come check out our line of wicked awesome windows from Matthews Brothers at CCL in Abington. Make your home energy efficient in 2024 with Matthews Brothers windows. Check us out online at capecodlumber.com or visit the CCL showroom in Abington today. We are 100% employee owned and operated.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing, made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories, all without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver, all the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew, 30 seconds, that's it. Done. Peace.
Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, year-round pool, or sauna from New England Spas, the in-the-tub injury sponsor of the Red Sox radio pregame. They're in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and soon in Warwick, or at nespas.com.
Ask your smart speaker To play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox ball on WEEI.
Top of the ninth inning. Connor Wong leading off for the Red Sox and the Herb Chambers Mercedes-Benz of Boston, Mercedes-Benz of Natick, and flagship motor cars of Linfield batting order. So Dylan Tate will pitch the ninth inning. He finished up the game on Monday here. Wong has two of the Red Sox 4 hits. A single and a bunt single. The pitch. Bounding ball hit on one soft top to third. Grabbed by the charging Urias, who throws him out. One pitch, one out here in the ninth inning.
Is your Hall of Fame blazer cleaned and pressed and
I
ready
hope
for
so. I
tomorrow?
haven't worn it in a couple of years because, actually 4 years, because of course the COVID situation, and there was no induction that year. And then it was done when we were on the road, I think, the last time. But tomorrow we'll get it out of mothballs.
It's a good-looking coat. Blue, with a little patch on the crest.
Call strike to Smith. Bounced into a force, grounded out to the first baseman, and then grounded out to the pitcher. And there's a breaking ball that misses outside.
I know how much it means to you to go into the National Baseball Hall of Fame, but I bet that what I'm about to read you from Trot Nixon is something you can relate to about when you were inducted into the Red Sox Hall of Fame.
It was a special night 10 years ago. There's a high pop-up, shallow left field. Out goes the third baseman and shortstop, and Henderson takes charge and makes the catch. He wanted to make sure there's no collision. 2 down.
Pam called him, Pam Ken, and he said, I didn't believe her. I thought it was kind of a crazy joke. She's not joking when she calls. And then he said, in this organization that's been around as long as it has, I was a little dumbfounded, a little taken aback. When I let it sink in, I'm just absolutely honored to be thought of as a Hall of Famer in an organization like this.
Very well said. Ball strike now to Grissom. The Orioles 1 out away from winning the series. They had only 6 hits, but the big blow, the grand slam by Gunnar Henderson. They left only 3 runners. The pitch. Line drive, right field, base hit. Hit it between the first baseman and the second baseman. So Grissom 1 for 3 with a walk now.
Do you think when they throw out their first pitches tomorrow, any of them will cheat like you did and throw it early?
Well, I was on the mound, as I said before, with Roger, Nomar, and Pedro, and Roger said throw on the count of 3, and I threw on 2, so mine would reach home plate when theirs did. And I had the advantage of Jackie Bradley Jr. catching it because Jackie catches everything. David Hamilton takes low ball 1.
There can't have ever been a better class than that group.
Oh, it was such an honor. What was I doing with those guys? And I covered all of their Red Sox careers, too, which was really an honor. Ground ball bounced toward the middle. Diving stab, but he comes up short. Mateo can't get it. And Grissom scoots to third. So the Red Sox, who had only 4 hits over the first 8, have back-to-back hits here in the ninth. And here's Raffaella, who's 0 for 3. A grounder to third, a pop to first, and a strikeout.
I think it's really cool that Roger and Pedro went in together.
They really had a mutual admiration society. They were good friends, and of course they hooked up Game 3 of that 99 ALCS when Pedro dominated that game. Trot had some hits. Craig Kimbrell is warming in the bullpen. We haven't seen him on the mound in this series. He warmed up the first game. Just in case, he's not warming with any urgency. There's a ground ball top to third. Urias has it, fires to second, close, and out, and the ball game is over. 5-4 force ends it. The Orioles beat the Red Sox 6-1. They win the series 2-1. The Red Sox got back to 500 at 28-28. 6-1 Birds. Totals next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations in New England, you can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been in
them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaws at Star Market, make them the MVP of your family too. Shaws at Star Market, make them the MVP of your family too.
Instacart shopper thoughts.
How do they know exactly when this milk will expire? Does a milk sommelier take a sip and just no? Am I knocking on this melon to check its freshness or because I want to play the bongos? A little of both. Does bagging groceries teach you patience? Yes. Planning? Yep. How to build a cereal box fortress? You have no idea.
Download the Instacart app and we'll overthink shopping for you.
A series to an AL East team since April of last year. They are something to behold, and one mistake will haunt Cutter Crawford here tonight. 6 runs, 6 hits only for the O's. 2 errors, they left only 3. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, and 7 left on. Burns the winner, Crawford the loser. Took 2 hours and 26 minutes to play it. And, Joe, Cutter Crawford was just spectacular to start the season. And I'm sure that right now, down in the Red Sox clubhouse, after a third kind of shaky outing for him, particularly the secondary stuff, not quite as sharp for him. I know he will be talking about the walk to James McCann because you got the 9-hole hitter up there. You know that you just can't lose him to face Gunnar Henderson. He made that mistake, and boy, Gunnar Henderson, who's one of the great players, not just great young players, great players, period, in the game, he made him pay.
He really did. 0-1 pitch, he hit it 422 feet into right center as he fell behind McCann 3-1. With the second out, there was close play at home plate that could have ended the inning. When they scored their first run, Raffaello did all he could, made a perfect throw, but Kaiser went diving in with a hand tag, a beautiful slide. But these Orioles had loaded, and they had their ace going, Corbin Burns, who did not allow an earned run.
Orioles kind of gave the Red Sox their first run, which is why it was hard to give the 5 right back. Cutter, he just did not have his sharpest stuff. And the Red Sox offensively, Joe, this is now just too many times. Burns is great, we get that. And the Orioles are great. But the offense right now is just in a spot where they're just a little too streaky. And too often now they're scoring not just 4 runs or fewer, but fewer than 2. I mean, it's the 19th time they've done that of their 56 games. And they got to find some answers offensively.
So hard to win that way, and they really have to string some hits and runs together like they did yesterday late in the game to break open what had been a close game. But tonight they lost to the ace, who was very good. So sometimes you just have to tip your cap in this case. But they've also had some of these games against pitchers they probably should have handled better.
Lastly, we'll just kind of end with a silver lining, a glass half full on the night the Red Sox induct Pedroia, Nixon, and Papelbon. I think that Trott would really appreciate the way this team plays outfield defense. I mean, Wilyer Abreu did again. A great diving catch out in right field. And it feels like every night now that they're making highlight reel plays in the outfield.
Yes, and they lead the league in the defensive run saves with 16 in the outfield. They got great speed to run down those gaps which is critical. I mean, it helps the pitchers so much, but you can't defend against a 422-foot grand slam home run.
He absolutely annihilated that. So that'll do it for us from Camden Yards. The Red Sox will be back tomorrow. Nick Pivetta takes the mound for the Red Sox against Jack Flaherty for the Detroit Tigers. It's a 4-game series, and the Sox have just got to start playing better at home.
Yeah, they're under 500 at home. And the road now, they're 17-13, which you'd certainly accept.
You're no doubt about that. Well, Burns was good. Henderson better, and the Orioles beat the Red Sox tonight 6-1. We'll be back at it tomorrow night at Fenway Park. The normal start time 7:10 with Pivetta on the mound. The Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show begins at 6:10. Cooper Boardman's got the rest of the Nissan postgame show, thanks to Stan Bruno back at the flagship WEEI. For Joe Castiglione.